U3Sports Talk, where we are unfiltered, unscripted, and unapologetic. I am Sean, and of course, glad to be welcomed by brother J Mac. J Mac, what's going on?
What's happening, man? What's happening, YouTube? What's happening, everybody, man? What's good?
Hey
How you
man,
doing, man?
hey man, listen, it's a good night. Gonna be an interesting night. I want to say salute to everyone dropping in. Salute to Tiffany Ned. Thank you for joining us as usual. Always appreciate you. And got a real interesting night tonight. Of course, for those of y'all who been with us before, this is we call this whatever Wednesday, and we tend to get it in a little bit on whatever Wednesday. But if you are joining us for the first time, please make sure that you like, click, and subscribe, and turn on those notifications. And again, thank you for joining us on U3 Sports Talk, where again we keep it unfiltered, unscripted, and unapologetic. Uh, it is whatever Wednesday, and if you noticed the thumbnail that we put up to kind of highlight what we're doing tonight, we're gonna have a very very interesting conversation. A lot going on, obviously, in the news around some athletes, former and current athletes, and we really definitely want to talk about just the impact of the court of public opinion. Um, it's something that we don't want to necessarily brush by, but we want to have some real conversation tonight around this. So, just heads up. I know as we get people joining to watch us again. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank you for watching. As we get people coming in the panel and people coming on, our desire tonight is not to talk about guilt versus innocence, or to bash one person, or to talk badly about women or any of that other stuff. Our whole purpose tonight is to get to the heart of why the court of public opinion seems to really push where things tend to trend and where things tend to go, as it relates to stuff going on with, again, some of former athletes, current athletes, celebrities in general. And again, we want to just have some real conversation around that. So if you've never joined us in the live panel, definitely love to have you come in the live panel. Again, we want to have some real conversation about this. And J Mac, I want to turn to you, because this was actually you had the precipice to do this. So I just want to turn to you to kind of share your thoughts around this particular topic.
Yeah, man. Basically, bro, that the Deshaun Watson situation had me thinking. Uh, especially with the number of people that have come to bring on allegations against him. And but what struck me was how he lost, how Nike has suspended their business with him, as well as Beats by Dre. So it got me to thinking about all the athletes that have lost endorsements before they were even convicted, before they were, you know, basically on rumors, things that we don't even know that are true, before hearing both sides. And I got to thinking, why why does the Court of Public Appeals matter so much to where you can lose? It can cause an athlete to lose millions of dollars,
Right.
regardless of race, regardless of gender, regardless of situation. If you're a high profile athlete, your decision making can cause you to lose a lot of money, bro. Not only lose a lot of money for yourself, but for everybody involved. See, this thing is bigger. It's always bigger than just the individual. Because when you're of a certain status, it's not just you. It's you and everybody that are around you that benefits off of what you do.
Right.
And with that being said, there have been so many athletes in our history that have lost millions of dollars.
Right.
And again, people can say, well, why should I care about an athlete that makes millions of dollars? They shouldn't have been in this situation. They shouldn't have put themselves in this situation. But a lot, and then somebody else is going to say, well, this is your job. What you do from your at your job, you leave it at work, and then when you get home, you should have your own time to live your life. As long as you're not committing crimes or doing things um, that are just look bad on you. What you do outside of your job should be of good taste because you have to have uphold a certain standard. But
Right.
regardless, we are so quick to judge before we even have any of the facts. Because if you remember when the thing about Deshaun Watson came out, I specifically said I'm not touching it because I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth. I don't want to be the one that says, "Oh, they're always just trying to go against us and us as a people and as a race," because I have no idea what any of the facts was, right?
Right.
But that's not what I'm here to really discuss. It's just the fact that how does the court of public opinion cause people to lose so much money before the truth and the facts come out? So that's what I want us to talk about tonight. I want us to think outside the box. Think about the impact that our decisions, the decisions that these athletes make, how do they affect um, their world and our world? How do the endorsements, the companies that back these athletes, how do they rely so much on rumors to disassociate themselves with an athlete,
Right.
even after they are proven innocent? Because this is not always about guilt. Because there have been people that have been proven innocent, and their name has already been smeared,
Right.
and in certain cases they don't even recover.
Right.
So that's what I want us to focus on, man. We definitely appreciate everybody. Cisco, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
J Mac, Sean, what's going on? How we doing?
What's
Hey,
up,
bro.
bro?
What's going on, man?
Man, we just doing a little U3 Sports Talk, man. Little grown man stuff tonight, man. What's up? What's up, man?
Yeah.
We gotta talk about Kelly Oubre disrespecting Klay Thompson. We gotta talk about that. The disrespect
Yeah.
is
Hey,
unreal.
hey,
Oh yeah,
listen,
oh yeah.
Kelly Oubre's off the team after this season
Oh
anyway.
yeah.
So yeah, he's a non effing factor, as they used to say on some of the reality shows.
That's
But
because he wants to go to the Nets, man. That's all.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we definitely want to have this conversation. Tiffany, Ned, I know you've never been on the live panel. Definitely want to invite you to come on and share your thoughts if you feel up to it. Definitely want to hear some different perspectives on this. Again, we're not here to talk about the allegations against Deshaun Watson or the women who have come out with these allegations. We're not here to do that. That's not what we want to do, because again, there's a lot we don't know, and so we don't want to sit up and speculate about stuff that we don't know. But what we can talk about, and what we do want to talk about, again, as J Mac has said, is the power, what seems to be the power of the court of public opinion, and how it seems to matter. One thing, I've always said, having wanted, to do this for some time and being in this space, and J Mac and Cisco know, having done, a show, that we were developing for TV before around this, my desire was never to be first. My desire was to get it right. And I think now we're in this age of with news and with media, everybody wants to be first. Who broke the news first? Who broke the news first? It's and that shouldn't be the focus. The focus is to get it right. And I think back to when Kobe passed away, and the guy who was working in L.A. reported that his family was on the plane on the helicopter with him, trying to break news first, and he was wrong, and ended up I think being fired for that. So it's like our desire here is not to be first. Our desire here is to try to get it right. And that's my personal desire, and that's how I as long as I'm blessed to be in this space and we're blessed to have this platform, that's how I want to operate and work. But yeah, so listen, again, we're gonna drop the link here shortly. We want to, get people in, have people come in and talk about this particular topic. And again, if you haven't been on with us before, definitely invite you in first to come on and to just share your thoughts on this. And again, we want to have some outside the box, if you will, conversation around this, because again, I think this is a really really interesting topic, and believe it or not, it is a sports topic because there's sports figures who are being affected by this. It's not about a game, but it's a sports topic. So and that's what we do here on U3 Sports. We talk sports and topics around sports and that affect sports. So
Yeah, I also want to say, also we're even though we're talking about sports figures, um, some of this applies to everyday life, your job, um, the things, your home, your family structure, how rumors or allegations can derail your whole plans on becoming successful in any kind of way. Um, and the innocent people who are going about their business could be your relative, could be some of these athletes' relatives or friends, or somebody could be expecting to do business with this person. They've invested in this person, and in rumor and an allegation, and once these companies start dropping, that it could impact the money or could impact any type of progress with other ventures outside of the public eye. So it's definitely a lot to get into. Um, so again, we appreciate all of you. As we grow, we want you all growing with us. So hey, let's get it, man.
yeah,
Oh,
so
also we got to talk about KD's return today.
yes,
He is
yeah,
playing right now. Brooklyn is currently up 31-26 against New Orleans. KD didn't start tonight, but he's definitely expected to see some minutes tonight on the floor.
yeah. So listen, we dropped the link for the live panel. If you want to come in, hit the link, come on in. I think, we kind of told you all what we want to get into tonight to start out with. We'll talk some other stuff. Got a little baseball to talk too, as well. So, but, we want to definitely get in on this particular topic to start out with. So I see a couple people coming in. So, um,
Kelly Oubre is my hero, Cisco. Kelly Oubre is my hero. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I'm not going to stay on long because I got some things I got to do.
no,
I
Absolutely.
salute everyone. Salute Sean, J Mac, Cisco. I'll just say this real quick. If Deshaun Watson is guilty, then you know what? He's going to suffer the consequences. But as of right now, I look at him as I look at every other citizen, innocent till proven guilty. I don't have any of the facts. So right now, because before all of this, he always had a clean, squeaky clean image. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, he is innocent until proven guilty. And if he's guilty, he's guilty. Period. But I am just saying, you know what, I'm gonna deem him innocent until proven guilty, until the facts come out. So just because someone is accused, just because there's a large number of accusations, doesn't mean he's guilty. But just because there's a large number of accusations that came in a particular time, it doesn't mean that uh, he's innocent either. So I'm just going to be neutral and leave it at that.
So go ahead, J Mac.
Oh, I was just going to ask Lee. I like your perspective on it. Here's the problem. You're in a very low percentage of people who feel that way, and I wish everybody felt that way. But we know we live in a society where the first, like Sean said, if somebody reports that that hey, Queen Latifah got got new titties, before you even hear from Queen Latifah, you got millions of people saying, "Oh, she's fake now." Before she even gets a chance to even make a public statement and say that's just totally false. But now it still creeps in your mind that you actually that she's just saying that to kind of call off the dogs, but she actually did it. It's so crazy that the words that people say, we just so quick to be like, well, they said something about it, but um, I don't believe it. You don't believe the words coming out of the horse's mouth because somebody started a rumor and said something. So people are gonna gravitate to believe in that first. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, J Mac, I agree with you. Uh, at the same time, a lot of people had the exact same sentiment towards Sean Oakman, and almost all of America just deemed him guilty without even hearing the facts. And then years later, I want to say it was 2 years ago, he was proven innocent all along. Innocent. So even though a lot of people, I would say most of Americans think Deshaun Watson is guilty because of a large number of accusations, does not mean I'm going to follow that same crowd. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt and saying, you know what? He's always had a clean image. He's always had a good reputation. So I'm going to wait until the facts come out and then say, you know what? I'm no one to cast any judgment, but yeah, this is unacceptable. But at the same time, I'm going to apply the justice system the same. I'm going to apply the justice system to Deshaun Watson's case, and that meaning you're innocent until proven guilty. So right now, I'm looking at him as innocent until facts come out.
Yeah, so just real quick, salute to Anti and CA3 for jumping in the panel.
What's good,
Just
y'all? How
want
y'all
to
been
get
today, man?
y'all. Hey, we doing good, CA. Appreciate you jumping in, Young King.
What's going on, y'all?
I want to get y'all's just your opinion and Lee again. Please chime in on this as well. Why there seems to be so much power in the court of public opinion?
I think a lot of them are pathetic. And this is me being harsh. I think that people just assume that you're guilty because a lot of people um, share the same sentiment, and a lot of people are creating this backlash. I just think those people are pathetic.
I
Those are
mean,
the people who want to be justified and say, you know what, I always knew there was something about this guy or this woman or whatever the situation may be. It's like, you don't even have the facts. We don't even have the facts. This man, Deshaun Watson, could be as innocent as any man could be. But the sad part is there's still going to be people who believe, well, no, he paid all these women off, or he paid a lawyer off, or better yet, no, it was corrupt. He only got away with this because he has millions of dollars. He plays in a National Football League. He's a privileged individual. As ridiculous as that sounds, especially for a black person. But people are going to have their opinion no matter what. Yeah, I just think it's pathetic, but
I mean,
I guess it's a free country technically.
Here's the thing. It's been going on like just forever. Not just in sports, but just in anything. The media, the popular media, the media, you know, the popular media in the country always controls pretty much majority of the people's narratives because people are just, people believe, you know, the main points that are being told are the true thing. Like for example, like when wars happen, a lot of times, there were certain separate censorship of certain facts because they didn't want the citizens knowing certain things about what was going on. So there's always going to be something censored or something being changed to derive a certain narrative that the popular media wants to put out. So because they know the popular media is always going to control the majority of the people in the world's opinion. That's just how it is. So, you know, people are always, the fact that people are thinking that, Deshaun Watson's guilty and all these, you know, and all his endorsements are being taken away now. People are gonna believe, oh yeah, he's definitely guilty now. His endorsements are being pulled away. And all these women are coming out. It has to be true. There has to be there can't be, there can't be another side to the story. Deshaun Watson's probably lying at this point because everything's happened, everything's been told to us. So
that's a good point. That's a good point. Once people see, and that's the thing about these companies that that are sponsors for these athletes. Once they drop you, automatically it's a telltale sign that it's guilt, and it's just not always the case.
Yep.
It's just not. Ben Roethlisberger, you remember Big Ben got in trouble, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the rape allegations.
And settled twice.
Yeah, he settled. But before he settled, he lost endorsements before. And again, it may not be the best example, but he's one of the examples that kind of makes you realize that we're taking race out of it, right? It's all about high profile you are and what companies you're attached to. Because we've seen a lot of different companies drop athletes before all the facts come out. So yeah, that's a good point, CA. What you think, Sean?
Well, I mean, obviously, yeah. I mean, certainly the companies. Obviously, these companies have a certain thing they want to protect, right? It's called their profits. So anything that you do when you represent that company that could potentially take away from those profits, they tend to want to distance themselves from. The only issue I have is, again, a mere allegation should not be the impetus for why you drop somebody, right?
Yeah.
That should not be the reason. It should be, again, you have to do your due diligence. You have to say, okay, well, listen, we may not drop you, but we may want to just suspend our partnership until the air clears on this thing. And generally, people who are athletes or celebrities or whatever, who they themselves are brands, understand that to a certain point. But a mere allegation, and again, I think Lee said it. Deshaun Watson's somebody who basically up until now has had a squeaky clean image. Like, you never heard any of this stuff, at Clemson, and honestly, we never heard any of this stuff until he said all of a sudden that they want to that he wanted to be out of Houston. The moment he says, I want out of Houston, I don't want to play for the Texans anymore, now all of this stuff comes out. So, and again, this isn't a Deshaun Watson conversation. Let me be very clear, because again, we're not going to spend time speculating on allegations and accusations, because again, there's a lot we don't know. We only know what's being reported. But it just seems that, again, in a lot of instances, the court of public opinion seems to drive a lot of these decisions about why someone gets their endorsement suspended, or they get dropped, or their name gets run through the mud. Everybody here on this panel and everybody in the chat at one point was a kid. And the worst thing you hated as a kid was for your mother or your father or whoever raised you to accuse you of doing something you didn't do.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. That actually that's crazy, because just last week This is no lie. Just last week, a friend of mine called me. I haven't. We have been like brothers ever since we were kids. I hadn't talked to him in a while, so he calls me, right? And there were other people. There were other kids that grew up with us, like in a little clique, right? We were all like brothers, right? And he
Yeah.
said he remembered seeing one of our partners, right? And he said the guy looked at him all wrong. Looked at him like he didn't know him almost. He looked at him like he wasn't the same. It didn't feel like it was his brother. So what he said was he heard. This is what he told him. He said he heard that the guy had been on drugs. The guy was a homosexual. All kind of rumors because he hadn't seen him in years, right? But none of it was true. But he took that rumor in the way he was communicating with him was non-brother like. It was almost judgmental like. So he basically took what the other people had to say about he's closest to and took it and ran with it, and it formulated a type of belief. And that's the thing in social media. The second somebody said, and grind hard, you're right. In this case, for Deshaun Watson, it is a suspension until they get more facts. So that's a good side. But the mere fact that the rumor or the report of allegations sparked a whole wide, broad social media going against uh, not only Deshaun Watson but athletes in the past, and already formulating judgments.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful of what you listen to, um, and don't be so quick to judge and so quick to put out something that you have no idea that's going on.
And let me say this real quick too. When we talk about the court of public opinion, we're not just talking about the
Sports.
public. We're also talking about people in sports media who, again, are on these larger platforms, obviously much larger than U3 Sports Talk, who go on and say stuff and about particular people, and there's no retribution, there's no nothing. And again, all you merely get is an accusation. And again, I'm not going to call out any names, but there are a couple of people, one who works for ESPN and one who used to work for ESPN, who were known to do that. And I'm like, you don't have all the facts. All you have is you don't particularly care for somebody, you don't particularly like somebody. And so the moment you hear something about them, you're ready to run with it and skewer them beyond belief.
Yeah.
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 And so that's what we're talking about. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. We see it all the time.
Yeah.
Um, and the crazy thing is, nobody wants to walk back their statements.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Nobody wants to walk them back.
Right.
Go ahead,
There's
CA.
no,
yeah.
go ahead, CA.
Yeah. I mean, with me, just being, just me being my age, just being amongst my peers, stuff. Like I'm constant. Like me, I've always been a guy who I kind of, I don't like being out there, but my I would say my train of thought has always stuck out because it's always been different than I would say the popular opinion. Just it doesn't matter. Just in I would say just in anything, um, just in any topic, not just related to sports. You know, um, So I've always had problems. I'm like, I've always had discussions just with people my age. I'm like, there's certain things that I can't agree with because it doesn't make sense. I mean, you just feel this way just because it's a popular narrative, and people just think I'm just trying to disagree with them, and that's just not the case. It's just I just have a broader way of thinking and not just thinking just off of just people thinking for me, and just I think people just need to do a better job of just thinking for themselves instead of having people thinking for them. You gotta think of stuff bigger than just what's presented to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and CA, to that point, that's why people who've been with us since we've had this platform have probably heard me say more than once. This is why you have to be so careful about what you get from mass media, because mass media does not always give you the complete story. Mass media gives you what they think is going to trend, what is going to drive traffic, what is going to give them hits. That's what they report. So their job is really not to give you the full story. Your job is to take what they give you and go out and do your research elsewhere, right? Because that's why I always tell people, if you only watch one station to get your news, you ain't watching the news.
Yeah, that's why I told people the same.
Wait, Shaw, you're not a fan of Fox News?
No. Yeah, Fox News ain't worth two dead flies smashed. So, so for me, that's why I would tell people, you got to be careful. So again, because anybody can take something they don't like about somebody and make that the narrative about them.
Yeah.
Right? They do this all the time. And again, ESPN is they are notorious for this, right? And again, listen to some of the coded words that they use, right? And again, Lee, you and I have had discussions about this offline and even on this platform about, again, for example, the only time they use the word humble is when it comes to a black guy. They never say a white quarterback needs to be humble. It's always, well, Cam Newton or Jameis Winston, they just need to humble themselves and take a step back. Like what? Why does humility matter in that equation?
Kick rocks.
No one told Josh Rosen to humble himself when he was talking crazy after he got
Thank you.
passed down a few slots in the draft, and that man turned out to be a whole bust. But
Right.
anyways, and people were like, "Oh, he's just trying to prove his doubters wrong because he should have won earlier." Yeah, and then
Right.
he should have humbled himself because he wasn't that good and nobody wants him anymore. He's a third string quarterback on the Buccaneers now.
Right. There was actually a study done, and I read it a couple years ago, about how the word humble or how humility is generally assigned to black men, black women too, but black men especially. And it's like, okay, so that's why you use it, because you're saying, okay, listen, you look this way, we need you to stay in your place or to get back to your place.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an excellent point.
My place is anywhere I want it to be.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's like, oh, that's what you do. That's what you assign. It's like, oh, and it's generally assigned to people who look like us. So in the end, you have to be careful about what you're consuming from sports media. It matters. It matters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we like real sports debates. The goal for us is to try to give our opinions based on facts. There's some biases in it because we like who we like. We have our favorite players, but we never can dispute the facts, especially if you put them in context. But it's mostly fun. I mean, hey, the sports is all about entertainment, but there are serious sides to it. These guys who make sports their profession, we have to realize that it is just that, a profession. And a lot of things come with that. There are guidelines you have to follow depending on what sports you play in. Those rules and regulations are written different. What you can do in basketball, you can't do in football.
Right.
What you do in football, you can't do in boxing or racing or track and field or anything. But the impact of a rumor being spread about you or allegation is pretty much the same across the board. You will lose before you get your fair shake in a real court or a real investigation. That's just the facts, and it doesn't discriminate. So, but hey, maybe one day we'll get, if they keep getting them, if they have to, we have to get them, they have to get it wrong. right? They have to get it wrong more times than getting it right for this to change, for people in large masses to formulate their own opinions and not just go with the crowd, the in crowd. Because if you wake up in the morning and you look on your YouTube and 15 different YouTube videos on your favorite athlete supposedly, doing something that wasn't, that a rumor being that he's being done without, any statement from that person or anything. Uh, I just think that they have to get it wrong. It has to come out the way. No, it was just totally false. And hopefully that can reverse the mindset that you're not always guilty the second somebody says you did something.
Yeah.
But how many? I guess the question is, how many people really recover from that? Like totally recover from that? Like even up until, I think about the movie The Hurricane, right? He was wrongfully accused of double murder or triple murder or whatever it was. He spent 20 years of his life in jail for it. Was found that they did things wrong. He didn't do it. Blah blah blah. He gets out. Did he ever really recover from that up until his death?
No, it's nah, because he was in prison so long. People, number one, a lot of people forgot about him, but number two, a lot of people figured, um, so what? That time is gone. They've moved on from it.
Right.
But I will say that I could think of Kobe, because he was still such a great player. He was able to rebound and recreate his life. But still, a lot of people still hated him, and for what they said he did,
Yeah.
they hated him.
Yeah. So yeah, and again, I see a question. And what do we think about the alleged victim speech? We're not talking about that. Like, because again, we're not talking about the allegations. We're not talking about the accusations. We're just talking about the court of public opinion. Because again, there's so much to this situation that we don't know, that we don't want to talk about those things in particular. Because again, there's a lot we don't know. We've only generally heard, from one side.
Yeah,
And J Mac could attest to this, having worked in the legal field, there's three sides to it. There's, his side, there's her side, and somewhere in the middle, there's the truth.
yeah,
So, we don't know what that is. And without knowing what that is, we don't even want to get into that. Because again, we're not trying to bash, these women. We're not trying to bash Deshaun. We're just talking about the larger issue here, which is, again, how the court of public opinion seems to sway how we feel about these situations one way or the other.
yeah. I mean, and a lot of it is shock. I mean, if this was one, and I'm not staying on Deshaun Watson, but if it was just one girl, uh, it would look different than 40 plus women, right? So 40 plus women got people going crazy. Like, hey, oh man, 40 different women, 20 different women, 18, another one coming out of the woodworks. And it does something to the mindset to be like, well, dang, all these people, he must be, everybody can't be lying, right? So we just gotta, that's why we have to just wait and see what happens as it goes along, because one thing is for sure, they will report, there will be an ending to that story, and we're not in the court to judge them. So hey, we'll see what happens. We just really want to we just wanted to be an even playing field when it comes to athletes. Everybody deserves a fair shake, because again, I can't stress enough that a lot of people are affected when things are said about you.
Right.
A lot of people. So hey, man, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Antisocial.
What's home, everybody? Sorry about
What's
that. I
up,
had to
bro?
handle some business right quick, bro.
No,
How
it's
you
all
doing,
good,
man?
man.
Were you
It's all
guys
good,
on
man.
Lamont's panel? Were you guys on Lamont's panel last night?
Bro, we was on that bit for
Yes,
like
yes.
6 hours.
Hey,
Yeah, I was on there for a minute.
I caught the tail end of it.
Man,
What the heck was Renegade talking about?
man, I don't
He
know
was
what Renegade
rambling,
was
bro.
talking about last night, dog.
He was rambling, bro.
I usually like, me and him, we was actually agreeing on some shit, but then he started to preach about some shit. I just shut up after that. I'm like, yeah, it's going left, dog.
He's like morals. Excuse my language. He's like morals, nigga. Morals. Like, dude.
Yeah, don't forget your cap, Lamont.
I basically said,
Oh,
I basically
man.
said the renegade. I was like, bro, the morals are not the same for everyone. You can't say the morals are the same for everyone. I mean, for what's right and wrong is subjective.
Hey, man, bro, we was in
different
that
for
bitch talking
everybody.
about OnlyFans and shit last night, bro.
I
Like,
heard y'all.
man.
I heard
Man,
y'all.
this
I was half asleep listening to
shit was
y'all.
crazy. Shit was crazy. Hey,
You
Bruh,
know.
I know what type of niggas Lamont and Bees is now, boy.
Oh.
You hear me? I know what type of niggas they is.
hey, Lamont be trolling, man. Lamont,
I ain't that nigga that shit twice. Him and Bees. They said, yeah, they'll do it. I'm like, yeah, y'all some nasty niggas, dog.
Bees trolls to an extent, but Lamont is the trolling king out here right now. That's all he does.
The only reason I hopped on because
this nigga KD like he ready, boy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know why I was on to
Brooklyn is
this nigga look
up
like
61-50.
yeah, this nigga like he
KD, the
ready,
return
boy.
to KD.
Who are they playing?
They
New
New Orleans.
They playing New Orleans. This nigga got in 3 minutes. This nigga already 7 points.
I mean, yeah, he's walking
Hey,
buckets.
this nigga 2 for 2.
Hey, Sean, in the trade deadline, I thought it was a mistake for the Heat to not trade Robinson, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, and Jimmy Butler, all for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why
Don't do that.
Anti, did you hear anything what we've been talking about?
Nah, I missed. I know y'all started off with Deshaun Watson.
Well, not necessarily Deshaun Watson. It was he was the motivation behind what we was talking about as far as, as soon as something comes out, people are so quick to judge them, and then they mess around and they lose their endorsements before an investigation, and then it's just sad.
Why tell the truth when a lie is so much more entertaining, bro?
Boy, you said it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard Charlamagne say that shit so many times. I never understood the exact meaning of it, bro, because I feel like if you innocent, you innocent. But nah, you not innocent, bro. In the public eye, if anything come out about you, from that day on, bro, you are guilty, whether you innocent or not. Because, like I was telling you, Sean, this is what I was scared of with Deshaun Watson. I think that boy NFL career is over with, bro. It could possibly be his NFL career could be over with because of the fact of everything that's going on. I seen the two females talking this morning. I seen the little female, you up there reading off a damn card, acting like you crying. I'm like, come on, y'all know this. Come on, this looks staged.
Hey, I'll say this, Anti. If his career is over,
it's over with.
If it is over, and he is found not guilty, he's found innocent. I hope he sues.
Hey, you know what? I hate to say this, Lee.
I hate to say this,
Lee. It don't even matter no more, bro. Because with public perception, he already guilty, bro. It don't even matter if he gets found out innocent.
In the court of law, if he is found innocent of all,
you can't do nothing to them females.
I want him to sue.
Well, Lee, this might not even get to court. His career is in jeopardy. That's for sure. It's not over. He's too great. He's too great of an athlete. Too young for some.
J-Man, I don't think nobody gonna touch him.
Well, they won't touch him until either.
I don't think nobody gonna touch him after the fact. You know why? Because these groups gonna come to every motherfucking game with signs and shit outside the stadium and all that. Ain't nobody gonna really want to deal with that, bro. We understand the talent that Deshaun Watson is, but bro, every day that you have a game, you're gonna have the Me Too females out there talking.
Hey man,
wait, hold up. Greg Hardy got to play. He's not as talented. He got to play darn near whole season. He was
Greg.
guilty.
Hey, hold up, but Greg Hardy shit didn't make it to court. He paid that female. That female didn't show up, cuz they nipped that shit in the bud quick.
I mean, the thing is, man, like with that feminism and alphabet coalition, you ain't gonna get away with that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't see no GM that's gonna touch him, bro.
Look,
I hate to see that black man like that, man.
I don't care who hears this. I am pro-feminism. I'm anti-feminazis, and unfortunately, this country's falling under that category big time. I don't care who.
Hey, Anti, you're wrong about that, man, bro. He's still gonna get a chance to play, man. I feel like his talent outweighs the scrutiny he's going through.
And we were talking about hold up. If we were talking
Big Ben
about
got to play.
Bro, you see who Big Ben is? He's white.
They don't have the same complexion.
So hold on. Remember now, we're in a different time now.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. We're in a different time right now, bro. This Me Too shit with all these females, that really changed some shit, bro.
Yeah, it's where now again, before the bad behavior could be swept under the rug. Now, bad behavior is not being swept under the rug anymore. That's just the way it is. These guys are getting called out. Again, I know about certain situations that happen at ESPN. And I don't want to speak specifically to those situations. If those situations happen today, guys are getting called out.
Yeah,
they don't care what you are.
And that's what I was talking about with the Paul Pierce situation. I can understand why ESPN had to do what the fuck they had to do because they have so much shit that then went on with that organization in that building with all the shit, with all them sexual harassment claims and all that. They got to get in front of that shit. So they like, you know what, Paul, you tripping, dog. Nah, get up out of here.
Well, let me ask y'all this: is there like I know they just started like a real investigation, like a federal investigation. Has he been charged with anything?
Two women that came forward, bro. Now they trying to make it criminal.
That's what I'm saying. Has he been charged with anything?
No, he hasn't been charged.
Bro, this could lead up to sex trafficking, bro. How serious they trying to make it seem, though, bro. Like this shit can get so worse, dog.
Well,
I fucking hate this shit, dog.
It sounds a lot worse than what it really is. That's the whole point. That's what we're talking. That's one of the whole points of this conversation.
I understand what you're saying, J-Mac.
You know,
I understand.
Right.
If you say something like, if I say, yeah, man, so and so tried to hurt his wife. No. What if I said instead of hurt, if I said he tried to slam her head onto the ground, step on her, and run over her with a car? Which sounds worse?
J-Mac, you know the crazy thing about it? We talking about the Deshaun Watson situation, right? What happened to the white dude, the NFL player that beat his girl up to death? And talking about, bitch, I'm surprised you still eat. They didn't just sweep that shit under the rug, dog. You
the dude from the Seahawks.
It's the case still pending. It's still pending.
But you ain't hearing it around ESPN though.
Shit, Antonio Brown shit still pending. I just seen the article on his shit.
Hey, Sean Pat, I think you got a real bad echo, bro.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, come back out and we'll let you back in. I think your audio's jacked up.
Yeah. You gotta mute that YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, Anti. I want y'all to hear something. I had found an article a couple of years ago about a lot of athletes that lost a lot of endorsements. And I mean, a lot of these athletes did do it, but some of these athletes, did they really deserve to lose endorsements? Nike
pulled they shit quick, boy.
Well, Nike didn't pull them; they just suspended, which is actually,
what that means,
not as bad because they can pick them back up. But there have been a lot of athletes that just totally lost out.
Didn't Beats by Dre drop them too?
Yeah, they dropped them.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. Yeah. This man haven't even been like found guilty or nothing. Y'all already prosecuting them in a court of law.
Yeah, but what it is these corporations are saying we got to protect our brand and our interests, right? they can't be in any way be associated with something that will get public interest groups going crazy. Because again,
I understand.
these public interest groups have so much power, and they can say, "Oh, you're going to hold on to this athlete, even though this A, B, and C has happened." Okay, we get ready to show you our power.
Yup. Man, it's crazy. Man, I hate they doing that to that man, dog. But hey, bro,
it's people who still won't eat at Chick-fil-A because of some comments they made several years ago, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry.
No flavor having ass place, bro. Eat that anyway.
Hold on, Sean. Hey, Sean, like Chick-fil-A.
Hey, that's the only fast food place I eat.
Hey,
no flavor, man. No flavor in that damn. Ain't no flavor.
Hey, once I get some Polynesian sauce, I'm good. But hey,
Polynesian sauce, huh?
Hey, Sean, bro. Hey, Sean, man. Hey, Sean. You know that the Polynesian sauce, boy. That
Polynesian sauce. That Polynesian sauce be hitting. But anyway, the point is like these people. Yeah, people will not. That's not an endorsement for Chick-fil-A. They ain't paying us no money. But the point is they people still will not eat there because of some comments that they made. That's how these public interest groups work. Like they literally
say?
Sean, what did they say?
What Chick-fil-A said?
They came out speaking out against same-sex unions and things of that nature, and Christian Chick-fil-A is Christian based. That's why they're open on Sundays.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's the beauty of it. Like Chick-fil-A can express their honest opinion without worrying about that type of backlash because they know that their majority of their customers aren't there. So once you establish a certain set of customers, then you don't, or a certain demographic, you don't need to worry about other groups' opinions.
Yo, hold up, who's that talking, bro? You in the bathroom or something?
Yeah, I'm in the bathroom.
Hey! After you wipe, come back home.
No. It's all good. No, I'm just about to call.
Oh, okay, all right. Hey, when you taking the Cleveland Browns to the Super Bowl, we don't want to talk to you.
To infringe on your trademark, we're not doing that. Okay, we're not doing that.
Man. Hey,
we're not doing that.
We're
not doing that.
All I know is that.
You got me saying that shit now at work, bro.
All I know is that Chick-fil-A.
I told the chick the other day we're not doing that.
All I know is.
Now, go ahead. Look at me like, nigga, who you talking to?
Yeah.
Go ahead. What I'm saying is, all I know is that in order for me to stop eating there, but they better call me a racial slur, bro. That's not too good, bro.
I ain't never too much just like ate at I ate at Chick-fil-A, but like I said, I ate some chicken nuggets that I think. And that shit was bitter. Like it was no taste in them. I'm like, nah, never again.
Hey, eat it with some Polynesian sauce. So change your mind.
I'm used to eating shit. I ain't gotta put no sauce on.
I try to stay away from all fast foods, really. But I will admit that is that what's that sauce is called? That Chick-fil-A sauce?
No. It's Chick-fil-A sauce and then it's Polynesian sauce. I don't mess with the Chick-fil-A sauce. No.
The Chick-fil-A sauce is not bad. I never had Polynesian sauce, but the Chick-fil-A sauce is not bad. But
everybody fuck with that Polynesian sauce.
Y'all be around here criticizing athletes, telling them to get in shape, but y'all eat Chick-fil-A every day.
First of all, nobody.
Hold on. First of all, I ain't a professional athlete. Fuck you, mean.
Yeah. Secondly,
Chico said he eats McDonald's every day.
There needs to be some type of wager for Anti. If he could go an entire show without using one curse word, one.
Oh, I won't even come on the screen then, bro.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen. Hey, that's one of the rules over here. You gonna get cussed out, dog.
Let's go say it every time. Every time.
Yeah.
So Anti. So if someone were to offer you $1,000 that you can't not only cannot come at anybody's neck the whole show, you can't use any profanity. You won't take that bet for $1,000?
I'll take it. You know how I finesse it. I just won't come on the show.
No, you gotta come. You gotta go. You gotta come on the show. Even you not only do you have to come on the show, even if Goat Mike touches you out,
no, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Hey, hold on.
No comeback.
Hold on. Hey, Cisco, what's 3 things that happen on this show every single time?
Cisco, don't you dare say it. Leave me out of this, Cisco.
Lee's gonna troll.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody will get cooked. The anti gonna cut somebody the fuck out. Every fucking show. That's in the Louisiana, that's how you say that's a guarantee.
There you go. There you go. So, you know what he's talking about. There you go.
It's also guaranteed. It's also guaranteed.
I was thinking about creating a friendly wager.
You need to add one to that. B's gonna hate.
Yeah.
Also, Anti gonna say these. Also, Anti gonna say these 2 sentences. He is gonna say "F you mean" or "F out of here."
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, so I was thinking about creating a friendly wager with Anti that
I'll take that bet all day.
He has to be on a panel. Yep. And he cannot use any profanity whatsoever. He can't come at anyone's neck.
I'll be mute the whole day, man.
He can't
mute
his
mic. Gonna be muted the whole time, dog. I can't do that.
He can't mute his mic whatsoever, and he has to do it with Goat Mike on a panel the entire show. And if Goat Mike cuts him out, if Goat Mike cusses him out, he can't have any rebuttal. The whole show.
And a minimum of 20 takes.
The whole show. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know, bro. I lost,
even if the panel runs for 7 hours or 15 minutes.
You can stop. I lost.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't even know why.
Anti. Yeah. I mean, I know you got money, but $1,000? You can't hold your tongue?
Hey, listen.
Someone bet me $1 million about the troll. Hey, if somebody bet me,
the Goat Mike one gonna get me. I lost.
Hey, if Sean bet me $1,000 to not troll for 5 hours straight on the show, bro, I won.
Yeah, nobody's gonna do that, bro.
We got some football going on. We got draft coming up soon, fellas. It's been some weird things going on.
I keep hearing they talking about Justin Fields keep falling. I'm like, why? I swear to God, bro. It makes no sense how racial this shit be, dog. But
you and I've talked about this.
I'm like, if Justin Fields was white, he'd probably be a first rounder.
Hold on, one at a time. Can't hear one person.
Anti, you know why?
I know. I just hate the fact that they still making this shit a race thing with these quarterbacks, bro.
I do
Look at the talent, bro. Fuck the skin color. Damn.
All I know is that if a quarterback like Zach Wilson played like Justin Fields did in that Clemson game, they would be slobbering all over it, boy.
Oh my God.
It don't matter. Let Zach Wilson have that terrible ass situation in New York.
I seen a stat and one I think for one season he threw 41 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Who?
The Landry dude. Phil. He threw for 41 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Yep, that's right. Yep, that's right. At Ohio State.
Crazy. Yeah. How do you not take that at first, as the number 1 pick?
And I watched all the games. 2 of the interceptions weren't even his fault either.
Yeah, I mean,
I looked at his film, and usually I don't even do this with college players. Hey, that boy got a cannon, bro. He got all the intangibles to be a great quarterback, man. I don't know what they see. Like, I don't understand why he's
Anti. I know you were watching that playoff against Clemson, how he was throwing all those dimes, 50+ yards.
But no, I had to go back and watch film. I'm like, hold on, let me go see something about this dude, man. Now look at
I said it. Sorry about that, John. I've said it. Really. He has 2. Just looking at the film, he has 2 flaws that I see, and they're both easily correctable. One, he did tend to stare down Chris Olave a lot.
Yeah,
but in college, that's one. He had a slightly longer than anticipated delivery. That's it.
Yeah,
and both things are fixed.
I agree.
It.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
He's 6'3".
He's like 6'3". Yeah.
Perfect.
Here's the thing. What do y'all think about Carolina drafting a quarterback or gambling on drafting a quarterback? Do they need to move up?
No.
they're not
Oh,
moving
I was
nowhere,
about
man.
to say they
They
ain't
just need
moving
to
no
sit
damn
there
well.
and take the best player available, like how they planning on doing.
They're taking
Hey, what
off.
people
Even if it's a quarterback.
You're taking an offensive lineman.
They just gave up. They just paid a quarterback last year. They just gave up draft capital for another quarterback this year. I don't really.
They trying to
see how
find a
trade up to
place
get
for
another.
Bridgewater.
Yeah, the
No,
quarterback.
so
I'll be
I
back,
want to ask: have y'all noticed that the guys who evaluate quarterbacks or
Some of
evaluate
the
draft
most trash
prospects
ass, some of
are
the trash
rarely
ass niggas in the
like
league.
how many former black NFL or college quarterbacks actually evaluate quarterbacks on
Dan
mainstream media?
Orlovsky. Who the fuck is that dude?
No one.
Chris Sims.
No one.
Orlovsky,
Anti,
the dude that ran out the back of the end zone. You seen that highlight? That Lions
Man, I'm
quarterback?
like, who the fuck is
That's
Dan
Orlovsky.
Orlovsky?
Hey,
Yeah.
when it
They
comes,
did.
I talk about that all the time.
when it comes to quarterback,
Khalifa, they did just trade for Darnold. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When it comes to quarterbacks, I don't listen to Mel Kiper. I don't listen to Todd McShay. I don't listen to Joel Klatt. I definitely don't listen to Skip Bayless. I don't listen to anybody except for two people: Steve Young,
Kurt Warner. I'm about to say, got to be Kurt Warner because that man was a successful quarterback.
Chris Sims wasn't good in the NFL, but he been hitting though these past couple years.
He has the Sean Pack. We're not.
He said Lamar Jackson was going to be the best.
Nah, Lee, and another dude who's kind of credible at times. Michael Vick. When you
start this Lamar Jackson
I'll give you that.
Sean Pack. Do you know where Chris Sims had Justin Field ranked on his quarterback list?
Hey, Sean, we're not doing that.
11.
Oh yeah, he got him too low.
That's 11, what I'm saying. Right? So he's not a great evaluator of. And again, I'm talking about a guy's ability to translate from college to the pros. I can give him that he does a decent job of evaluating quarterback play at the pro level. He does a decent job, but he caps for guys he likes too.
Bro.
This is the same dude that has Rashard Bateman, a tier 1 draft pick, going to the late to the second, early third round. Like, he has no credibility in my eyes. That's trash.
Yeah.
So Cisco, your 49ers have been in the news a lot.
Oh boy.
Will you boycott?
No.
Will you boycott
No.
San Fran if they get Mac Jones?
No.
You know what? Cisco will boycott if they somehow, some way draft Kyle Trask with that pick.
Man, only thing. Oh, hold on. Only thing San Francisco got to do is get healthy, bro. I think people forget what San Francisco was 2 years ago, fam.
Boy.
Yeah.
All they got to do is get healthy. Once San Francisco get healthy, Garoppolo, it don't even matter who back there, because you ain't gonna have the ball in your hand too much.
So
you're gonna be doing play action. They're gonna run the ball.
We already know, Cisco, you're not a fan of D Ford, but what do look at your face, Cisco. But what are the 49ers specific needs for the draft?
I would say, do y'all even need anything, Cisco?
Yeah, we do, because
y'all got Trent Williams.
We locked in a lot of positions, right? So we locked in Vignette, we locked in Mosley, and we brought back Kevon Alexander, whatever his name is. So we started
Kevon Alexander with us.
No, not the. It's somebody else. It's a DB. He's a slot guy. I may be mispronounce his name. So we locked up a lot of people that we needed for draft, or that we position that we need to draft. So the biggest right now would be interior linemen, and really depth in our secondary, and of course a fucking quarterback that can stay healthy. So
I'm about to say, y'all
right now,
this draft is going to make the 49ers or break their ass for years.
Shit.
If they pick the wrong quarterback, they're fucked.
Shit. Man, Garoppolo ain't that bad of a quarterback, dog. Y'all capping.
Well, the problem is, Anti, if you, and this is where, again, how these teams have to think about the quarterback position. If you look at that division, Garoppolo's right now the 4th best quarterback in that division.
He sure is.
So you're not winning the division with the 4th best quarterback.
Hold up, who in that division you got?
The Rams,
Seattle, and the Rams.
Don't even try it.
Yeah,
you got the Rams,
Murray, and
Rams,
you got
Cardinals,
Kyler Murray, and you got Russell Wilson. He's definitely the fourth best quarterback.
Yeah, so that's the problem. So these teams now are saying, listen, we can't win with the fourth best quarterback in the division. So we're gonna try to upgrade as quickly as possible. Now, again, no rookie's gonna come in and start from day one, but if they draft the right guy, and again, I keep saying, if they don't take Trey Lance, they're idiots.
Try to tell people.
Because again,
hold on, let me interrupt there. So right now there is a dispute, right? So as of right now, people are saying that within, like I mentioned last time, Kyle Shanahan has in his contract, I guess, a final say type thing. But
John Lynch, I heard John Lynch fighting him right now for it, right?
John Lynch is fighting him, and he's saying that John Lynch wants Trey Lance, but it's coming to the facts that even though it was reported that Kyle Shanahan does have that type of power, it's not as deep as like what person would be with like Belichick. So I get you on that one. There is a dispute. I think at the end of the day, if he made fucking Matt Ryan look good, the fuck am I do?
Boy, and that nigga some shit.
Justin Fields or Trey Lance. Justin Fields or Trey Lance are, in my opinion, the best two quarterbacks in the draft. And if either one of them, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I just think 10 years from now, we're going to be saying Trey Lance was the best quarterback in this draft.
And I wouldn't have a problem with that because I love Trey Lance too. Yeah. I mean, it's hard, y'all, to not throw a pick.
Man.
It's hard to not throw a pick throughout an entire season. I don't care what level you play it. This dude didn't
do I need to believe the hype of Trevor Lawrence?
Yes, bro. I think Trevor Lawrence is finna do it.
Hey, I don't believe it. And this is why I think he's a good quarterback, but I saw him struggle big time against North Carolina. I've seen him struggle against Florida State. Yeah, I've seen him struggle against Ohio State twice, especially this one which was even worse, and he got the brakes beat off him. I saw him
championship.
His freshman year, and I saw him struggle against LSU the year before. I mean, but people for whatever reason just love to gloss over those 5 games I named. But people always harp on the 2 games Justin Fields struggled. 2. I'm sorry, I just don't buy. Just because you're 6'6", you have blue eyes, you have long hair, does not mean you're a generational talent. Andrew Luck was a generational talent. I'll give you that. I don't.
But here's the thing, Lee.
Joe Burrow was more.
I believe in Urban too.
But here's the thing, Lee. Here's the thing. Even Andrew Luck wasn't without flaws.
Exactly.
Right. So you can nitpick.
That nigga did not know how to slide, boy.
Well, that too. But also remember when he was at Stanford, they were a run-heavy, run-first offense.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was Jim Harbaugh.
Well, it was Jim Harbaugh and then David Shaw.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he was playing in this offense where they asked him to drop back and throw the ball 50 or 60 times a game. He came in the NFL under Bruce Arians, and he's throwing the ball a lot, and he threw a lot of interceptions in his career, which, again, people don't talk about because that's not the narrative they want to talk about when they talk about Andrew Luck.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, he's not without flaws. It's easy to take what you don't like about someone and make that the sum total of who they are.
Yeah.
And again, I saw Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields on the same field twice, and Justin Fields outplayed Trevor Lawrence both times.
Thank you.
Clemson won one of those games because Dobbins fumbled the ball going in the end zone. Sorry, Lee. And the receiver ran the wrong route on the interception Justin Fields threw late in the game. So, again, I've seen Justin Fields outperform Trevor Lawrence. And not necessarily because Ohio State had the better team.
If Dobbins was healthy, they would have won that game, period.
Salute, SB.
And Justin Fields, and I just want to be real, Justin Fields was playing through an injury that game. No one talks about that.
Yeah, what up, man? Salute. What's going on? I see the topic of the video. What happened?
Justin Herbert got traded.
Get your goofy ass out of here.
Nah, you want to explain to him, Sean, what we was talking about?
No, we were just talking about the how the court of public opinion seems to sway a lot of these decision makers as it relates to how they handle situations and stuff like that, and why it seems like the court of public opinion has so much power now. That was all. But you got some thoughts on that?
Oh, and look, I'm gonna say this is probably one of the realest things I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna try to keep it as PG as possible. Because I know like this community, it will pretty much like they shut people down. I'm gonna say that's the reason why the alphabet community has so much power, because they're opinionated, they're heavily opinionated, and they have the most time on social media. So they I'll say they have the bigger crowd, and that shows you right there. Because guess what? They was trying to tell people, if you don't like trans people, you're transphobic. Like, that don't make no sense. That's like telling me, well, they don't have to tell you that they trans. Like, that's stupid. That's like saying if you mess somebody who got a STD, but they don't tell you, like they don't have to tell you. That's something that you have to tell, because you can put your life in danger. But guess what? Since their opinion is so heavy in their groups of crowds, where they can get away with saying something like that, and they try to pull a movement of saying that you this or you that. So it's sad to see, but it's come with the territory we have, where everybody can say whatever they want. You can turn on your phone, your laptop, anything, and just get on here and say whatever you want to say. And if enough people follow you, there you go. You got a movement. Look, if you get a group of people to bark and nobody can't see you, you'll think it's the dogs behind the screen. But that's how it is.
Yeah,
crazy, man. How much them people got power, dog.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean, but you know, some of our favorite artists, rappers, or whatchamacallit. I mean, even Obama. I mean, anything Obama said, we took it,
and ran with it. Yep,
we took it and ran with it.
Now we know the change he was really talking about.
Well, I'm not here to either judge or condemn. It's just the power of influence is so it's just there.
My mama till this day is mad that she voted for that man, bro. And I told him, like, y'all didn't vote for the man because y'all thought about his policies. A lot of black people just voted for him because he was black, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know
man, that's another problem I had, bro. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. The first go round, I did vote. I just voted for him because he's black. The first round,
my mama told me she was like, that man has done more for the gay community than he done than black people. I'm like, hey, y'all the ones who did it.
But if your favorite athlete, go ahead, CA.
I mean, that's another problem I had, bro. Like, just because he's black, you have to support everything he does, everything he says is God. You can't criticize him. I'm like, bro, anybody's criticism. Like, I mean, anybody's subject to criticism, bro. Like, it don't matter who it is. That's a problem. Like, I criticize certain things he's done in the past, and I've gotten fight for him, just for my family, just because I think everything he does, he's not subject to criticism. Just because he's a black president, I'm like, no, he's subject to criticism just like everyone else.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's that
you got to be fair about it. But like to piggyback off what J Mac was saying, pretty much like if your voice carried enough weight where you got people who follow and listen, like I said, if the screen is blind and you got enough people say, hey y'all, everybody just bark behind the screen. If you can't see, you'll think everybody a dog behind the screen. But guess what? Because it's the power of his influence or her influence. You know what I'm saying? So if you get a nice following of people to believe what you say, then that's pretty much how it is now. Yeah. That's why people care more about your numbers than actually what you're talking about.
Yeah, boy.
So y'all think
when the fuck did the Pelicans sign? When the fuck did the Pelicans sign Isaiah Thomas?
It's like 2 days ago.
This is like his second game.
Couple days ago.
Because everybody hurt.
Him for?
He was getting buckets last game, dog.
Yeah, he did. He did all right last game.
Yeah, he was getting buckets last night.
He only had 10 points.
I do not want no Isaiah
Yeah,
Thomas,
but they was almost in a row, though.
Oh, yeah, 10 buckets in a row. Okay, I didn't know.
That lets you know how much of a shit water that they is, bro. You had to go sign IT. The fuck out of here.
Hey, bro, y'all, I'm watching y'all right now. Y'all got James Johnson running a lot of the offense, bro. That was wicked. Y'all got him running. Y'all got a lot of injuries or something, man. Like, I don't know.
Lonzo on the floor right now, and they getting their ass blew up.
Yeah, but Brooklyn looks real good,
where's
man.
Brandon Ingram, bro?
I'm gonna tell you.
Out. He said, I see him right now.
I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be very, very tough to beat Brooklyn, man. I mean,
No, it's not.
It is, man.
No, it's not.
I don't think they defense.
No, it's not, man. The 76ers gonna get them niggas to work. Watch what I tell you.
Bro, I mean, Embiid gonna have to average.
We say that, but
Miami might get them niggas fit, bro.
I understand that, but at some point, man, if all three of those guys get to play like 10 games together, with their squad before the playoffs, they're gonna be tough to beat, man.
We ain't
That's the
scared.
bottom line.
We ain't scared.
I mean, they got pretty much everything covered on the offensive side. I mean, defense is going to be a problem.
You ever heard of having too much damn talent on one team?
Yeah, I agree. It's only one ball.
Not in football.
They ain't using no Eagles.
Oh shit! Remember that time? You remember the time the Eagles signed all them good ass players? Vince Young, Jason Babin. Who else they got signed? They signed everybody, and everybody like, oh, they the favorites. Yeah, Nami Asamoah. They was the favorites to win the Super Bowl that year.
Look at the first
make it to the playoffs.
I'm still not
forgiving. Make it to the playoffs.
I'm still not forgiving the Eagles.
What about the first name you said? Though you said Vince Young.
Huh?
Yeah, I said I still haven't forgiven the Eagles for making that dude Nnamdi Asomugha look like a bum. Like no one can get if you look at that man's stat line, 5 years, all the best receivers, they will have one catch against him, 3 yards. The whole game. As soon as he goes to the Eagles, he gets cooked every week.
He only could defend one side. I think it was like the left side or something like that.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
He was a man.
He was a man. He's a man corner, and they were trying to play zone. It was exclusively zone, and he struggled in that. But also, he didn't really do the best job of ingratiating himself with that team. There was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that he was doing that didn't really sit well with his teammates. So
and then he was so obsessed with his girlfriend, Kerry Washington.
Yeah, yeah. So
I don't know why.
Yeah. You said what?
I don't know why.
Hey.
Them lips, nigga, that's what.
I always thought Jalen Ramsey wasn't the best in zone. I thought he was a man.
You can have that. I'm good.
Jalen Ramsey can do it all, bro.
Yeah, man.
Not in Jacksonville. I never thought. I mean, he probably can. I just didn't.
No, in
didn't seem like it to
Jacksonville.
me.
No, in Jacksonville, he was the man in Jacksonville.
Yeah, he was.
But I thought he was like a man corner guy. I still think he's a man corner guy.
You telling me he wasn't.
They played. Remember when he was in Jacksonville? They played pretty much the same scheme that Seattle used. They ran a lot of cover three.
Cover three, yep.
The only difference was he would slide around based on matchups. Like even remember when they played New England in the AFC Championship game in the fourth quarter, he slid in on Gropp. So like he very versatile. He got a bad rap because of how things ended in Jacksonville, but he's dude's very versatile.
You want to talk about
he still was very important to the AFC Championship run.
Boy, Jacksonville, boy, I swear to God, boy, nigga, they had
everything.
Well, they fucked them dudes though. They fucked them dudes. That was a defensive pass. Like, what was it called?
It was remember that Miles Jack got a fumble return.
Oh yeah,
on the sideline.
I remember they fucked them. They fucked them.
Yeah, they screwed them out of it. Yeah,
they fucked them dudes, dog.
Of course, and that would happen.
Tom Brady about to get his ass washed.
That would happen for New England, but
and then
it's like they could go to the AFC Championship game, and 3 years later they're hot garbage, doo-doo water.
They traded everybody.
Just like the Browns.
They traded everybody.
SB, shut your channel down.
Yeah.
Hey, I got this Brady Quinn jersey waiting on you, man.
You know what? Hey, you know what? Why don't you go to your father? Hey, how about that?
This nigga KD ain't missed shit.
You know he was the best player in the NBA, man. When he was on
Brooklyn got 15 points on 4 for 4 from the field.
He already been healthy for about a month.
Brooklyn looking good, man.
Look, he gonna make you forget about that Michael Rappaport real quick.
Yeah, let's see
who they're playing for. They're playing the fucking New Orleans Pelicans.
Let's tip our expectations. Let's tip the competition. New Orleans ain't healthy. You know, New Orleans got 3 dudes that was working at Walmart yesterday.
Oh my god,
bro!
Oh my god,
got a lot of injuries.
Yeah, but didn't they just win?
Yeah, didn't they just get a W?
Yeah, and again they play on the back-to-back.
That's still an NBA roster.
They losing by 24 points, man.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Let's just keep it in context. One game.
They got James Johnson remember when we 15 shots a game.
You ain't gonna be playing New Orleans in the playoff. You heard me?
Hey, Sean, remember when we had our list of players that we listed off, such as most improved player, defensive player of the year, and all that stuff.
Yep.
I forgot who I said for most improved player, but I think all of us was wrong. I think that center and OKC may win it. Bro, do you see his stat lines as of late?
You talking about the dude that played for USC, Moses Brown?
Moses
Brown. Yeah. He went to USC or UCLA?
UCLA. He's the dude who Jalen Hands put his head up when he had his head down.
That dude, Moses Brown is a dog. Did you see his?
He's a dog. No, he's a dog.
Hey, I'm going to mention this to Lamont. How did the Blazers cut him?
How? He wasn't playing good at that point.
I seen
he playing opportunities
in the first half.
He just getting an opportunity with OKC. Sometimes it's just where you at. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody in the NBA can hoop.
I mean,
there's no person in the NBA that can't hoop. It just got to be in the right situation for you.
That's what I said about Mo. Hey, that's what I was trying to tell. That's what I was trying to tell Hitman about Mo Bamba. Now he's getting the opportunity. He's actually playing.
Wendell Carter outplaying.
I've known about Moses Brown for a while. Like I've known about Moses Brown since his freshman year in college. But I thought he had, just based on his talent, I thought he definitely had lottery potential, but it just didn't. He just didn't. His talent just didn't bud right away. Like it's starting to bud now.
You got to take time.
I thought he was gonna be.
Yeah, right, man. And remember too, and think about it, Lee, from this perspective, right? How well does the league evaluate big men now, given what big men are asked to do? There's some big men who are throwbacks who could play in today's NBA, but a guy will say, "Well, no, because they're they don't shoot the three, or because they don't guard 30 feet from the basket and they can't shoot everything, they're not good in today's NBA."
Hey,
I think everybody looking for a Bam Adebayo type.
Moses Brown.
Ain't but one Bam Adebayo.
Moses Brown had 26 and 20, and he had like 14 in like 14 in the first half.
Right.
Hey, Sean, I heard a little bit of your heat love when you said that statement. I heard a little heat love in that statement when you just said.
No, I'm just saying it's only one Bam.
I heard a little heat in. I heard a little heat in there.
Bam is like
there's only one Bam.
Let me tell you,
there's only one Bam. I'm gonna let y'all know. Not no Bam Bigelow. Nothing.
AD is Bam. Giannis is
Bam. Oh my God.
What are you talking about, Sean? Bam is a level under AD. That's that type.
Okay. I can have a different discussion about that, but I'll leave it alone.
Yeah, we could debate that.
I could see that maybe offensively, but Bam's defense is nothing to sneeze at.
No, I'm going to say defensively he's on AD level. I was worried about the offense. That's what I was worried about. Bam defense is up there.
That's what I said. That's why I say he one level under.
Offensively, he ain't nowhere near AD.
Nowhere near.
That's the problem.
So let me be clear. As a scorer, no. But he's a better playmaker than Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. They go renegade the judge of life right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He can have him.
He let the fifth last year.
Man, y'all leave Renegade alone, man. He was just speaking his opinion last night.
This upcoming NBA draft is going to be one of the best drafts in years.
Speaking of I'm sorry, SB, I'll come to you in a second. Speaking of NBA draft, I don't know if y'all have NBA TV, but on Sunday night, they're debuting a documentary about the '96 NBA draft. So I don't know if y'all want to catch that.
That's AI
draft. That's AI. Ray Allen, Kobe, Steve Nash,
nice draft.
The best drafts in NBA history. This is not my order, but it's the '84 draft, the '96 draft, and the 2003 draft. If you want to mix it up, that's fine. Those, in my opinion, the best three drafts in history in the NBA.
Yeah. I would say the '96 draft is the deepest draft in NBA history, without question. But I think the '84 2003 draft had more top level talent.
Yeah,
but '96 is definitely the deepest.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hey, did y'all see the poll that came out about Allen Iverson was better than D-Wade, the best player of number 3? I disagree with that. I'm sorry.
What was the poll?
Who was the best player to wear number 3?
They don't like that shit.
Oh yeah,
I don't like that either.
No, that's stupid.
I don't like it either.
Here's the problem, though. And I have a great deal of respect for Allen Iverson.
Me too.
I think the problem is Allen. People take Allen Iverson's cultural impact and they make that a part of the assessment of who he is as a player. He was a great player, and his cultural impact can't be understated. But D Wade was better.
Go and tell him, Sean, we're not doing that.
It's not even close.
A lot of people
It shouldn't even be
D Wade is way better. It's not even close.
Well,
it's not even close. D Wade is way better.
And if y'all watch the last couple of simulations with D Wade, I think that pretty much helps prove the point.
Up AI.
AI didn't do shit. Not a motherfucking
bro.
thing.
How the hell Tim Duncan got clamped up like that, bro? What, he had like 4 points for me or some shit?
Yeah.
I remember that one time. I don't know who D Wade got in one of those simulations. Like he killed that dude though. It was one dude he just killed.
Well,
Sean,
I know. Sean, I know you love.
I feel like with AI is coach.
Sean, I know you love D Wade, Sean, but I'd rather have Chris Kaman.
No, go. You go.
You can have him. You can have him.
And what y'all don't know about D Wade, he had his meniscus removed before getting drafted.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them. He played with both his
what you seen wasn't even real D Wade.
Hold up. He did what?
He played without both meniscus.
Both meniscus.
Don't you need? Hold up. Why would he do that?
So what happens? So I can speak to that, and J Mac can as well. So if you tear your meniscus back then at the time, there was really nothing that could replace it. So what they would do would just remove it. So basically, you would just have cartilage on cartilage.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the reasons why later in his career he had kind of had to manage his knees and things like that
all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's nothing protecting the cartilage in between your knees when you have your meniscus removed. Because again, playing with a torn meniscus is worse than playing with no meniscus at all.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I've had both. I've had my left meniscus, lateral meniscus moved, and I've had my right knee, my anterior meniscus removed. And you just have to learn how to play with it.
Yeah, I tore my meniscus, my right meniscus.
So you're saying D Wade really was probably a shell of himself. He probably could have been even better if he had his meniscus.
I think he could have been.
He would have lasted longer, but
he would have lasted longer.
He still had to bounce.
He played 16 years. I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah, he still had to bounce. Yeah, that dude Wade was crazy, man.
But the crazy thing is, if you think about it, right? I mean, I always argue this with people. I was like, outside of MJ and Kobe, you can't name too many two guards who were better than D Wade in their career.
Nope.
Yeah,
no.
D Wade was different.
Yeah, I think he's the third greatest shooting guard of all time.
Well,
D Wade.
Sean, there's Pete Myers. I mean,
Bro, if y'all don't remember that D Wade performance, dog, y'all should go back and look at it, bro. Down 13 in the finals, game 3, down 0-2. I swear, watch that, bro. D Wade fucking went ham, dog.
And didn't watch the rest of the series.
Yeah, and Sean, I tell people, outside of what LeBron did in 2016, D Wade's finals performance is the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was different.
He shot 155,000 free throws, but he was super aggressive. Never seen nobody attack like him.
Hey, Sean, that series rigged for the Heat.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't. Stop the cap. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta get D Wade this. Like everybody talk about Allen Iverson crossover. Everybody talk about Allen Iverson crossover, but D Wade's snatchback was stupid. That crossover, like the snatchback between the legs, bro. Oh my goodness, bro.
Twing, snatchback.
Yeah, and that snatchback, and then when he added the Euro step to his game.
Oh my! It was over.
I mean, it was like
no Converse was trash though, but he was balling.
When that nigga went down there Euro and dunked on Anderson Varejao, boy.
Oh man,
I was like, son.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the better one though. The one he caught it off the bounce off a bounce pass and caught Kendrick Perkins.
Oh yeah, did the cabbage patch after that on there?
Yeah. That's the man.
Blocking 7-footers all the time.
You're right, D Will.
And well, like I said, I have discussion with people about D Wade, and I'm like, listen, look at that 06 Heat team. Shaq was washed. I love Shaq, but he was done in that fight. He was done.
Yeah,
he
but
was no
Morning
longer that
wasn't.
dude.
Yeah,
Morning
the
wasn't
first couple of games, he couldn't
Morning,
get nothing going, dog. He was under double digits in both of the first two games.
In the finals, he was garbage.
Shaq
in the finals, he was done. He was done.
Sean.
He was done.
Hey, Sean. Shaq wasn't by the finals. He wasn't Diesel Shaq anymore.
No. He was more Shaq unleaded.
He had a couple good games like towards the end, though, right? I remember the first two games he was just cooked.
No, he was done. Alonzo Mourning was better than Shaq at that point.
I remember Shaq having like 2 good games out of that, though.
No, Shaq played good during the playoffs, but in the finals, he was
done.
New Orleans needed to just get this shit off the court.
Yeah, Steph Van Gundy, I hate you.
It is 108-74.
Steph Van Gundy need to get fired.
Take the knee.
Yeah, throw in the white flag.
Up with y'all? Y'all
what is that? Throw in the damn towel.
Throw in the towel.
Y'all think the finals booked in Lakers Nets?
Throw in the damn towel.
That's what y'all definitely got.
You said who?
Depends.
So
no, I don't have the Nets going to the finals.
I got the Nets.
Still no?
I got the Nets going to the finals.
Bro, y'all gonna look like some basketball genius, boy, if they don't, bro. I don't see how.
No, I don't know. Hey, sports. I think who was that again?
That's Sean Pack. That's
Sean Pack. Yeah, no, Sean Pack. They won't because it's really 50-50 right now. Some people think they do it, some people don't. It's legit 50-50. Like it wouldn't even be like people like
the fact that this is my thing. The fact that people sitting up there and they not looking at. You know what I'm saying? Them 76ers and them team, bro, them dudes gonna be hungry. And this is what I'm saying though. Right now, everybody got to get healthy. Giannis hurt, James Harden hurt, LeBron hurt, AD hurt. These niggas need to get to the playoffs healthy.
Drummond hurt.
Drummond hurt. They say he come back. They say he come
just came back, but I think he's still hurt.
I think the healthiest team
he did last night.
What about that? What he did in Cleveland?
Yeah, he did the Boston last night.
Oh, he did the Boston, yeah.
But Embiid been playing hurt for the longest and still hooping though. I still think he might be hurt though.
Ever since they
lost, he might not be 100%. I mean, he all right.
No, I can't say that. I can't say
he been averaging 40 on Boston.
Denver is rolling right now.
Yes, they are.
Denver is rolling.
Hey,
they rolling.
That was one
and
of
they
the
healthy.
Most underrated trades for Aaron Gordon. Man. That was such a good trade.
Hell yeah. Aaron Gordon fit on pretty much every good team, bro. Any good team Aaron Gordon fit on.
Hey, SB, you're right about what you said about my Celtics, but we're not doing that.
He is garbage this year.
Hey, but let me ask y'all about Jokic, right? Why when we talk about player of the future, like he just never get brought up?
Because he's
only like 25.
Big man is devalued.
Shit.
Yeah, there you go, right there, Sean.
He finna bring it back.
Because the big man has been devalued. That's why.
There you go, right there.
They really shouldn't be, bro. Because look at the Final Four last year. AD, Jokic, and Bam.
Right.
Hey, but the crazy part about it is though, when Embiid was out, I feel like Joker is the MVP. I think Joker still is the MVP, not because Denver started winning. Joker been the best player in the NBA this whole year, but Denver wasn't winning. So you can't put him in the MVP race.
I think
did Bledsoe just get through out of the game?
Huh? Oh, Bledsoe
just got through out of the game.
Oh yeah, well yeah, he want to go. Listen, ain't nothing.
Yeah, he wanted to go anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to be here anyway.
You're right.
He throwing the towel. He throwing the towel.
I think for Joker to win the MVP though, I think they're gonna have to be in that 4 to 5 conversation. They can't be 6, 7.
They will. They're already in
3.
I'm saying that's where they are right now. I'm saying to finish.
They got to finish.
They got to finish the season.
It's only 20 games left, right?
They was number 3 the past 2 years. Yeah. I need you to finish right there again.
Sean, do you think the Joker is a better passer than Arvydas Sabonis?
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna say yeah, because Joker be playing point guard for them. He be running the point.
Well, I mean, and again, it's the way Portland. So if you go back and you watch those 2000 Portland teams, they didn't really have a classic point guard. Like they had, Damon Stoudemire was more of a scoring guard. Arvydas Sabonis was really their best passer. They're kind of similar. I don't want. It's kind of apples, but just Sabonis is passing though. And again, for a guy who couldn't move, and you knew he was going to pass, and you still couldn't stop him. That's why I give him the slight advantage. Joker can move a little bit. Sabonis couldn't move at that point.
Hey, I didn't hear the name. I didn't hear the first part of the name. I just heard Sabonis. I swear I was thinking y'all was talking about the dude from Indiana. I'm like, bro, what type of question?
No.
Oh yeah,
what type of question is that?
No. He's a good player, but I was talking about Sabonis.
Talking about his pop.
His dad. He's about his dad.
His dad. Yeah, he's nice though. I don't know, but I know like a lot of people want to believe in Philly, bro. I just don't, bro. I just have to see Philly to beat them. Only team I'm gonna say this legitly, and that's I truly mean this. Only team I got making the finals out the East that I believe in, and I won't be shocked, is either the Nets or the Miami Heat. No other team I do not believe in. I don't believe in Milwaukee. I don't believe in the Sixers. I don't believe in no other team.
Let me ask you, SB, all things being equal between Philly and Brooklyn, who do you trust more, Doc Rivers or Steve Nash / Mike D'Antoni?
Oh, no, of course, becoming a coach and they got it. So I trust Doc Rivers.
Wait.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Cisco.
Go ahead. I just want to make sure he said in what setting, because Doc
in a playoff is what I'm saying.
Doc would give up a lead too.
There you go, SB. Quickly.
He done it too. Spoelstra gonna outcoach everybody.
But just off GP, I would say Doc, because we don't know what Steve Nash is gonna be in the playoffs. We don't know. We don't know yet.
And y'all remember Nick Nurse not in the playoffs, so Spoelstra gonna be the best coach in the East. He already proved he better than Stevens.
The Doc 3 levels, 3-1 Rivers. Yeah, he definitely give him.
Oh, Doc, no. I mean, with all respect, Doc can put him second. Well, I don't know if it's a debate between him and Stevens, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
Khalil. Salute, bro.
Khalil.
My fault, Cisco.
Not good. Yeah, that's what I said. There's only two teams I trust is the Heat and the Nets. And I ain't gonna lie, if the Heat would have actually got LaMarcus Aldridge, I have the Heat beating the Nets. The Heat was going to the finals.
Yeah, the only issue I have with the Nets is not talent. Again, is defense. And again, I've seen this system in the playoffs for years, and it never works in the playoffs.
It almost did that one year, though.
Well, almost. It was as Brandy like to say, almost.
You talking about the year they had Chris Paul when he slowed that
Chris
shit
Paul
down?
got hurt? Yeah.
Like, I can't believe how
when
stupid
he slowed
they
that shit down.
Like, they really do not adjust.
Yeah, and that's the other point. That team, D'Antoni makes no adjustments in the playoffs. Not now.
He don't.
Like, he really just sit there and watch his team shoot all them goddamn threes.
Man, come on with you.
Him and James Harden.
I'm tired of watching this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Philly has the personnel, but they're going to need these guys to go cold a couple of games in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, I just think, again, you're talking about playoffs where possessions slow down and, again, and you're talking about teams needing to get stops. I think Philly is the team clearly that shows you they can get stops. I don't know.
Is Frank Vogel top 5 coach? No. The end.
Nah, don't push it down too far.
Why isn't he a top 5
coach? In the NBA today, no.
In the NBA today?
Why not?
I'm about to say, why not?
I don't think he's too much outside of it if he ain't.
Hey, he got to be top 5. You probably got Greg Popovich, you got Spoelstra. Shit, I think you could throw Frank Vogel in the third.
Frank Vogel was doing his thing with the Pacers and PG
ain't doing shit.
We ain't gonna do that. Come on,
man. Curry ain't doing shit this
year. What else they got? They got Steph, right? We got a rookie. We got a bunch of robots.
Oh, Steve Kerr, no.
Yeah, Steve
Kerr.
He got to prove it.
Greg Popovich ain't doing that neither.
What you mean? They in the playoffs. What you talking about?
Nah, Pop, he automatic top 5.
I think San Antonio like what, the 4th or 5th seed in the West?
I know.
What are you talking about?
Well, they the 9th seed, boy. They the 9th seed.
We just gonna forget Frank Vogel made all those adjustments last year.
Yeah, defensively.
San Antonio is the 9th seed.
What coach would have started Caruso?
Yeah, San Antonio is a nice seed. A seed is Memphis. Excuse me.
What coach would have started Caruso?
That's the 4th seed.
I think basically, you can argue that, but as an all-around coach, no, I'm not going to put that. I'm not doing that.
Why not? What does he need to do?
So what?
He got up there. To me, I mean, he might be like 6. He might be 6.
Well, name the 5.
So let me ask you a question. Would you put Frank Vogel ahead of Quinn Snyder?
No.
Hell yeah.
No.
What you told him did?
Would you put him ahead of Nick Nurse?
Maybe I want to see.
No.
Nick Nurse? No.
Not over Nick Nurse.
No.
Would you put him over Monty Williams?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I need to see more from Monty Williams.
No.
Okay.
You gotta understand,
the man just coached the team to a championship last year, bro.
He got LeBron and AD, two top players, two top.
Yeah, you gotta think about that too.
It means a lot.
You still need coaching.
Normally when you're in a debate, I normally take your side, but LeBron also took Mike Brown to the finals, so it's not really saying that.
and David Black.
And David Black.
And what happened? And what happened when he got there? He lost.
No, he won.
No, he won with Tyronn Lue, not David Black.
Yeah, because David Black,
you get credit for
he got there with David. He got to the finals with David Black.
You got to the
first year. Yeah, the first year he was back in Cleveland.
He would have won with David Black.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they remember David Black got fired halfway through the second year.
Yeah, and Tyronn Lue came in. Yeah,
Tyronn Lue, and that was the year
if Kyrie and Kevin Love played in that finals, he would have won with David Black too.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
He would have won, man.
I don't know about that.
Come on, Sean. You know he would.
We don't know. We don't know because again, we could say the next year they would have lost if Draymond doesn't get suspended and Andrew Bogut don't get hurt.
Fucking facts.
I know, but every year it's a what if, though.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. So we can't say,
if y'all don't throw in the damn towel, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when Bogut went out, that was our hardest hit because we couldn't clog the middle, and once we couldn't clog the middle up, fucking
changed the whole rotations and everything.
Yeah.
Like it was,
and then it opened up the middle for LeBron James. So
I'm looking at LeBron sideways for even being down 3-1 anyway. I mean, what the hell? I mean,
they were down 3-1 to a 73-win team. I mean, you know.
Mm-hmm. But the matchups, though, that I don't think that was supposed to happen.
That team.
But he do get all his credit, though. I'm just saying.
Will Klay ever be the Klay Thompson that everybody knows, or are those days pretty much over?
Hey, what Kelly Oubre say about Klay Thompson?
He will.
Yeah.
No. So it was. So let me answer two questions first. So for anti, so it was on the what's his name, Andrew Bogut's podcast, and Oubre had put out that he wasn't coming off the bench if Klay Thompson come back, and some Warriors took offense to that. And they told him to his face, "Who the fuck is who?" If I can quote anti, what the fuck you mean you make him off the bench? If motherfucking Andre Iguodala, fucking Finals MVP, can come off the fucking bench, yo ass come off the bench. You ain't done shit since you've been here. And then two,
hold up, Golden State told him that.
Yeah, it was some players on Golden State. Yeah, no, it was players.
I know it was Draymond. It was Draymond. 9 times out of 10, Draymond.
There was an unnamed source.
That nigga might be out of the league now. I mean, I'll go to State.
I think he'll be off the team after this season.
Yeah, he's gonna still get opportunity
after this year.
Yeah.
How much time he got left on his contract?
This is 1 year deal.
There's 1 year.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Nigga said he ain't coming off the bench. Boy, who the fuck you think you is?
So if you think he finna walk, then y'all must think Dennis Schroeder. I think Schroeder finna walk.
Talking to a 3-time champion, nigga. You talking about you ain't coming off? Boy, you don't set your stool.
Hey, Mr. Game 6 right there. Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
If you're LeBron James,
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead, J Mac.
All I was gonna say is, did y'all hear Oubre say that he gets his advice from KD and Kyrie?
I heard that.
Who? Kelly Oubre?
Yeah.
Hey,
bro, because I don't even think
Kyrie
and Klay won't even. Kyrie and KD won't even disrespect Klay Thompson like that, bro.
He said that.
I don't believe that, dog.
He did say that, boy.
I don't believe that, fam.
What? Hey, now when it comes to not coming off the bench for Klay Thompson, if you're LeBron or Michael Jordan or Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, I understand.
This nigga talking about
outside of that.
You lucky you even playing right now. Fuck you mean?
Brooklyn got money this offseason.
You need to go be a Playboy model or some shit, nigga. Some colorful ass eyes you got. You know what
I mean? But Cisco, the only reason why I asked that question about Klay Thompson is because one, the Achilles, that's just absolutely nothing to play with. First, the ACL, which I think with today's technology, you can come back 100%. With the Achilles, The only player, I'm not a player. I was able to come back. I was able to fully heal 100%. But the only player, whether it's basketball or football, I've ever seen come back 100% from an Achilles injury, Emmanuel Sanders.
Are we picking?
Just recently.
Didn't KD
too? Dominic Wilkins, but recently Emmanuel Sanders. That's it.
Yeah, in football.
So I don't know Klay Thompson at the moment with that Achilles tear. So that's the reason why I asked you that question.
Yeah. So two things. Go ahead, Cisco. I'll go after you.
So I want to make sure that what did KD injure? Was it his Achilles? Was it just a strain?
No, it was no. He tore his Achilles.
He tore his Achilles. So KD came back. So
he had the full deal.
So will he be as great on defense? He'll probably take it because everybody right now, that core group is getting on the wrong side of 30. That's what's happening. So Steph is going to be 32, 33 next year. Draymond's going to be 31. Klay Thompson will be around the same age too. So everybody's going to take a step back. So Warrior fans, you fuckers have to motherfucking manage your expectations and hope Wiseman is the truth. But
I was just about to say that. Yeah, that rookie, y'all, he need to be stepping his shit up, bro.
Yeah, man. So we'll see. I don't think he'll be what he was.
Yeah. So two things.
You're right. KD did come back 100%. That's 3 people out of thousands.
So what? There are 2 things I think. There's only been one guy who missed 2 full years or almost 2 full years who came back, who averaged 20 points a game before and came back and averaged more than 20 points a game after. And that was Michael Jordan. So Klay can do that because of how his game is built. His game isn't built
on shooter. Straight shooter.
You know, his thing is where's his conditioning? Where's his conditioning when he comes back? Because again, his movement is a huge part of what they do. Where's his conditioning? And can he still shoot? Well, yeah, shooting is the last thing that goes. So he can still do that. Defensively, where it's going to be interesting is, again, as you get older, you learn to play defense more with your mind than you do your body. So that's where I think you're going to see him kind of alter his game. Because, again, he's not trying to beat you athletically, defensively. Not that he ever really did. But now that he's older, he's coming off of missing 2 years. He's got to play the game, the defensive game with more of an IQ, and he can do that. So I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, and to answer Sean, to caveat on what Sean was saying about shooting, he made 11 or 12 threes in a row. Most of them was just nothing but wetness.
Who do you guys have as the greatest, just pure shooter in history? You guys have Steph or somebody else?
Yes.
Pure shooter.
Steph be doing
it's not even close, bro.
According to real life or according to 2K? Because motherfucking Ray Allen was
Steph.
No, real life, not 2K, but real life.
Look, I understand what Ray Allen was, bro, but Ray Allen ain't Steph Curry, dog. I'm sorry.
Ray Allen was more of a sniper.
I will say Ray Allen was the greatest shooter of all time at one point.
That nigga ain't no more.
He's a straight line shooter.
There's 2 niggas above him.
Is he falling away and stuff like Curry?
Yeah, again, a lot of it is because of where the league is gone and volume. I think the difference between Steph Curry and Ray Allen is that what Steph Curry has done with his shooting, and particularly the long threes, is he's made them as demoralizing as people getting dunked on.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't the case when Ray Allen would shoot.
Hey,
now Steph shoots, he can literally take your team's soul when he hits a lot of those long shots. Dame does the same thing.
Klay Thompson too.
And Klay doesn't shoot with the same distance. Like Klay's not a guy
who shoot that range, but just some of his shots that they be draped over this man. He still hit them over.
The most demoralizing 3 I've ever seen Steph Curry shoot was like the year they went 73-9. It wasn't even a playoff game. It was at all.
That left hash.
So Kemba Walker was guarding him. It was a switch, and for some reason, I think it was Cody Zettler or somebody who's supposed to, he was supposed to, as they call, shed Steph. He didn't, left him wide open. Kemba's under the basket, and right when Steph Curry's about to shoot, Kemba Walker punched the air and just walked to the other court. And Steph Curry switched it. Bro, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen somebody so pissed at somebody making a 3.
Well, are we saying shooter just based on 3 points? Because there's a guy over there in Brooklyn that's pretty fucking good too.
Who you talking about? Man, KD can't shoot with no damn Steph Curry. Don't do that.
KD can shoot with Steph Curry.
No, he cannot.
Pure
No,
shooter.
he cannot.
Pure shooter.
Pure
We're talking about just
no.
pure shooter.
Yes. No,
KD can be an overrated shooter sometimes.
My fault, Cisco. Pure 3-point shooting.
Yeah, because I'm talking about from inside outside.
Hold up, no. You can say
no. You can't say that, Anti. You can't say. You got to give KD respect, bro.
I think people think too highly of his 3-point shot, dog.
It's to me, and again, the difference between what Steph does and what other guys do is Steph's ability to get 3-point shots off the dribble and be as equally effective as when he's off the ball running off screens. That's the separator. That's what makes him so unique. There are guys who could catch, shoot off the catch, and I could go back in the day and talk about guys like Dale Ellis and guys like that. But
Michael Red too.
For Steph to get his shots off the way he gets them off the handle, we've never seen anything like that. And again, I saw Ray when he did handle, he could get his shots off the handle, but it wasn't with all the crazy jobs that Steph be doing and pulling up. And Steph gets his shots off at crazy angles because his shot isn't the same every single time. If you notice when you watch him shoot, right, unless it's open, when he's shooting off the dribble, he'll pull it. Sometimes it's not the same pure shot. Where again, Clay's shot, Ray's shot, those guys' shots are the same every single time.
Hey, Lamont. Sean, let me ask you something about Steph Curry. Is it his shot more, or is it his release? I never seen nobody with a quicker release than him, bro. Like the ball don't stay in his hands at all.
Well, there's guys. So go ahead, Cisco.
So just one back about your point with Steph's shot. The one thing he does get off at crazy angles, but from I would say the chest up, that arm placement, that motion, how he flicks the wrist is the same every time. Where he puts it at, it's almost exact. No matter what his body angle is at, but once he gets it up, it looks the same every time. As far as just the arm,
that nigga got a strong ass wrist, bro.
Dude really made 106 threes in a row.
It's
got a strong ass wrist.
It's it's one of those things where again, it's like I've seen guys, again, play with guys, and I think I would count myself among this, that every time we would shoot, it was the same shot every single time. With Steph, it's not always the same shot. That's what makes it so crazy because the shooter's like, no, I got to make sure my feet are right. I got to make sure my elbow's in. I got to make sure my wrist pops. I got to make sure my fingers are spread because the ball needs rotation. With Steph, he can catch it and pull it, and it's not always he's not always square. He's not, his feet aren't all. That's what makes him so unique. Because again,
that wrist, boy.
Watching him is like that's why I think he's the best ever, because it's just guys just didn't do that. When you learn how to shoot, your whole objective was to get to your spot and get the ball exactly where you want it, and to get your release exactly where you want it, your feet, body, everything right. Steph's body doesn't even have to be right, and he can hit shots. I've seen him hit.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm saying though his everything could be off, but the one thing that's that is automatic is the way he brings the ball up. It's like I've never seen that in such, like, even to me it looks like it's in the same spot every time. I mean, no matter what, he could be almost facing backwards, but when he releases it, it looks in the same place at the same position too. It's just,
I remember years ago where if somebody made 8 threes in a game, that was a career record. That was a career night. With Steph, to me, if he only makes 8 threes, that's to me, he's like, man, that's Steph's off night. That's Steph's off night.
No.
It's just where the game is gone. It's just where the game is gone.
That line, I forget. I don't know if it was this year or maybe a couple years ago. Steph made 8 out of 11 threes, and I just said, that's it. That's literally how I think of Steph. If anybody else shoots like that, it's like, oh man, he's really killing it tonight.
For the longest, the most threes I think that was made in the season was like 267 by one player.
Yeah, he blew that out of the water.
Now that's
he didn't blow that shit away out the water.
Where the game is gone. And it's just a function of where the game is gone. And I saw something, I think it was a couple weeks ago. Ray Allen was on. I think he was on Mike Greenberg's radio show, and he was talking about how concerned he is where the NBA game is going. He said because now you got guys who can't shoot shooting a lot of threes, and he's concerned about where the game is going. It's like, so guys aren't feeling compelled to work necessarily on the mid range. Offenses are afraid to run through the mid range because of where the game is going, and that's the scary part. And it's not. His point is, it's not overly entertaining.
And I've always said this. That's why I've told Lamont this quite a few times. It's not Steph's fault it's not Steph's fault directly, but it's his fault indirectly, just because of how good he is. And now teams and players over here thinking they can shoot like Steph Curry's like, no, you can't. Okay, the closest person is Clay and Dame in terms of him being able to make 10 threes a game. That's it.
Well, then I got named Klay Thompson too.
Trey Young can make 10
Trey Young to an extent.
Hey,
but that's it.
Question to the panel. Hey, Mike, but will the Heat re-sign Robinson? I'll go
so to answer your question, he's a restricted free agent, so they can match any offer for him.
Will they?
Will they? It will depend on what ultimately happens with Victor Oladipo. If they re-sign Victor Oladipo, I think they will let Robinson walk, depending on what the offer's for. But they have a price point they want to pay for Robinson, and if he gets outside of that price point, I think they'll let him walk.
Has he been doing good this year?
I mean, he's been okay. He's been better in terms of his shooting in other years. But again, the big thing with him is his movement is a big part of their offense. So even when he's not hitting, his movement is a huge part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, it's spacing.
Yeah,
because he demand attention, even if he hitting or not.
Yeah, and remember, teams like the Heat, teams like the Spurs, they scout so well. I'm pretty sure they got Robinson clone. They got locked in on it in case they lose him.
Hey, I want to push back on your Sabonis being the better passer, because with the Joker, man, he makes beautiful, like almost football-like throws down the sideline or in advancement of the ball. I mean, I've never seen Sabonis. I never really watched him as much. I didn't pay attention to him, but I've never seen a big man like that. And to throw it to anybody in like a dime stats to where it's in the pocket. So I got to push back on that. I think.
So I was saying in the half court, just saying.
Well, I'm saying half court. If I can combine both of them, like getting rebound, letting it go, or getting rebound, bringing it up, or with system, to me that's what edges him over Sabonis.
Is Jokic a better passer than LeBron?
And so here's the other reason why I say Sabonis. And again, you're talking about in a league where defenses were more compact, so the spacing wasn't always there. So for me, when you're playing in that type of era, that's why I gave Sabonis the edge. Joker's a great passer, but I gave Sabonis the edge because of the time and the era and how he was able to do it with that compact.
And I'm going to rightfully disagree. And
no, you're fine. I mean, I was
going to be the best big man passer.
The era.
Actually, technically, you want to get technical. It's motherfucking Wilt. Wilt,
I wouldn't put Wilt in that conversation. There's other guys I think about.
If I bring up a stat line on you, nobody can ever match. But then again, I know times and all this shit, blah blah blah.
Wilt led the league in assists because he felt like it.
Exactly. There we go.
Right, but again, it wasn't because Wilt was a great passer, or he necessarily had a huge IQ for the game. Because that was one of the criticisms against Wilt. He didn't have a very high basketball IQ. He was just physically good enough to do that.
How much IQ you need when you just dunking on motherfuckers, dog?
Hold on, bro. Wilt had a 10-footer, bro. You sleep, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. He was bigger than motherfucking everybody.
And it wasn't no 3-point line anyway. What range he need?
Hey, Sean, he wasn't a good free throw shooter because he didn't feel like it.
I was just about to say, Sean just told me some shit last night. The nigga that used to dunk from the free throw line. What the fuck?
Yeah, they hated on Wilt, man.
Wilt.
See,
Wilt
y'all really
super athlete. When you talk about best athletes of all time, if you don't mention Wilt, something's wrong.
Wilt arguably is the GOAT. Like, because they changed the rules against him. You know what I'm saying?
They changed the rules against.
The league was against Wilt. See, I think the people probably don't want us to put him in that conversation, but in reality, dominating the game of basketball, he arguably did.
How many championships he got?
Wilt?
With no free agency, with the Bill Russell Celtics around. I mean, what is he supposed
you
to
that
do?
dominant of a big man, you mean to tell me you couldn't get no more than 2 championships?
I mean,
bro, that era taught us that it's a team game, dog. You can be as
that
good
Boston
as you
team
want,
was
dog.
one of the greatest ever.
You can be as good as you want.
It sounds like to me, Bill Russell was giving that nigga fits.
No,
well, he averaged 28 and
That's
30 in head-to-heads with him. So what does that mean?
How many times you seen him in the finals?
So what now?
How many times you seen him in the finals?
According to
Oh, they're actually in the same. They're actually in the same conference. But like you always put that with Jordan though.
The only time they played in the finals was '69.
Okay, how many times you seen him in the Eastern Conference final?
It was quite a bit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he used to kick Will ass, bro. We know that.
I said, what's his record
His
against
team
Will?
used to kick Will team ass.
Yeah, but
nah.
You got to give that team something. Where's True the King at? Where's True?
No, I want nothing from True.
He might be watching the Boston game.
About 80% of them Boston players on that team were Hall of Famers.
Damn, they're 100%.
But hold on. Let's be clear. Will played with 2 Hall of Famers in Philly too, or with the 76ers too. So it wasn't like he played with trash.
Well, he played with
So
he
is
played
it safe to say that his career is underrated, overrated?
No.
You said Will's career overrated?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you were the best big.
Shit.
Ow, you only got 2 championships.
No, it's definitely underrated.
I would say underrated. I think
he's underrated or overrated?
Overrated.
Okay. No, definitely not overrated.
I think his career is about where it's supposed to be.
Hold up. You were so much bigger and stronger than everybody else. You only two championships?
It's a team game. It's a team game, though, bro.
Team game.
Okay.
If you got subpar guards against some elite guards, you might not even see the ball that much. Or elite defensive teams.
Gonzaga. Better than this.
Yeah.
If you look up,
nigga, you talking about Ask Gonzaga, nigga.
What's up,
Gonzaga went in the 80s, nigga.
No, what I'm telling you is when them guards was too much for them.
Way too much.
They got a great team, but them 2 guards on Baylor, way too much for them.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that was annihilation, bro. That was annihilation.
Who y'all judging? Will?
Yeah. Well, we were just talking about. I guess Anto asked a question, posed a question whether or not his career was overrated. I said, and Sean said, which I kind of agree with. It's about where he was at as far as what he did, because he didn't really put forth that much effort. He was more interested in, he slept with over 10,000 women, according to him.
Yeah, but if you listen to Wilt changed his game because of all the complaints and people talking about it was too easy for him to score. So he stopped scoring the last 5 years of his career.
That's his damn fault.
Huh?
That's his damn
fault. But the other side of it, Bees, was that all the scoring didn't lead to winning. When he changed his game and became more of a team focused guy, that's when he won.
If you guys look at the top 10 scoring performances in NBA history, it's actually a losing record in comparison.
But here's the thing.
Like 3-7.
But here's what we do. We praise Michael Jordan for when he was losing and scoring. He was a killer.
Monster.
No, he wasn't. He was a loser.
What I'm saying is he's considered a winner overall.
Okay.
When Wilt won, yeah, he didn't win 6, but he won. But we parse his, because Mike did the same shit. Mike was about scoring, and that was it. It didn't equate to no winning, no nothing else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that Wilt played with 2 Hall of Famers and another guy who should be in the Hall of Famer, and Chet Walker.
But that doesn't match up against the Boston team, though.
No. I'm just saying. I'm saying he didn't play with trash. What I'm saying is I think it was Big Sal or somebody was saying. Oh no, it was I think Sean Patrick was saying how it's a team game. The idea of it being a team game matters, but it also matters when your best player says, "Hey, I know I'm great, but I got to make sure you guys get yours too." As great as Jordan was individually, until he made a conscious effort to say, "Hey, I got to get Pippen involved. I got to make this extra pass to Paxson." The Bulls didn't win. That's what Wilt didn't do early in his career.
He didn't even say that, Doc. Phil Jackson had to put that shit in his head.
Yeah.
Don't tell that to 90s fans, Sean. Don't tell that to 90s fans.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Jackson
about?
had to bring that shit in his head.
Yeah.
You use your teammates, Mike.
Yeah. And that was always the big issue. Again, it's so much easier. I tell you all the time, when you playing against a guy who loves to go 1-on-1 or 1-on-5, give me that all day versus the team that moves the ball constantly.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing
Unless
against
it's
brother.
high school. High school,
That's exactly what
you
he
get
was
away
doing
with.
against brother Omari, nigga. That nigga took over in that fourth quarter. I ain't even gonna care.
What's up, brother Omari? What's happening,
What up,
man?
brother Omari?
What's up, brother Amari?
Not much, brother. Salute to the kings on the panel, man. And
Hey,
You want to give a losing speech, bro?
Hey, brother Mari, shut your channel down. I'm hating on you because you about to win
give a losing speech, brother Omar?
Oh yeah, and y'all should have gave.
channel
Oh
down.
yeah,
Yeah,
by
I
the
guess
way.
I'll do my farewell.
Cheater.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all this, but y'all should have gave brother Amari the Nets version of Julius Erving. He was better. He was better rated.
I was low key thinking that though.
You should have gave him that. He's better rated. I played with him. He's way more OP.
I said this Julius Erving ain't hitting on nothing, but I
wasn't hitting no shit.
I mean, yes.
Sean, can we kick brother Amari out the chat, please?
How did he got here?
Why? What do you do?
You kick him out? No, because he's about to win this tournament. He's a cheater.
What tournament?
Which tournament?
He lost.
He lost.
He lost.
Brother Omari lost.
Who took out
he
Jordan?
lost? I thought he
He
won.
lost, Lee.
I thought he won.
No, he lost.
So I'm
he's
guessing
been kicked from the channel now.
Right?
You said what?
He's been kicked from the channel now.
Who?
Yeah, True the King tomorrow night.
Who got kicked from the channel?
Who been kicked from the channel?
Lee.
Well, like I said, I ain't gonna stay no long, man, because I got stuff to do. Tonight I ain't feeling too well anyway.
Let's go. You're right.
I just I was trying to get
Jordan. Go ahead, get your
in
farewell
2K.
speech, bro.
For sure. Well, obviously, congrats to Sean. Again, man, I'm happy that I got to the Final Four because I think I proved my point. I think when I first built this team,
Hold
I was
up.
getting criticized and ridiculed.
Hold up.
Nah, this is my time.
You can't be
Let him get it off. Let him get it off.
Nobody want to hear from a.
Go ahead. I didn't mute his ass. Go ahead.
Hey, hold up. Sean, I got a question to ask you.
I know, B. You about to get the mic.
Yeah, hold on. Let brother Omari finish.
But like I said, again, like I said, I think I proved my point to make it to the Final Four. I think B is one of the people who was criticizing my team, and I believe I had a good enough team to win, and obviously I did. But I think Sean just put a little bit better team together. Obviously, D Wade was out of his mind.
You were too little.
He was. Yeah, I mean, look. I knew that was a problem. I think y'all said it, so I didn't disagree. I didn't disagree.
None of them last 3 teams, bro. You're too little.
I mean, well, we'll never know until we play.
Yeah, we do know.
I'd say I can beat your team.
Go ahead, B.
Again, no, we don't know. But
hey, listen. I had no problem reaching out to 2K Gamer, arranging a quick matchup between Bees and Brother Omari. I have no problem with that.
No, it needs to be Bees and J-Mac, bro, because J-Mac only lost once, man. Right? Or J-Mac and Brother Omari.
Yeah, hold up.
I'm just hating.
Hold up. Y'all gonna do that? I'm getting back in this motherfucker.
Your favorite, Cisco.
I'm not making it my favorite. What the fuck are you talking about? How am I doing that?
The rules were everybody
rules,
played. The 2 losers got in the tournament. Then it was single elimination.
What are you talking about?
That's what I said. Now you want to change the rules.
I'm not changing
I will gladly play J-Mac again.
Hell no.
Gladly. His guards are too small. I would gladly
who did you lose
run
to?
that back.
My team is on the
Give me
shelf.
Brother Omari. Give him to me, please.
Hey, give him me. That nigga said, give him me.
Hey, that motherfucker got scared on that shit, bro.
Hey, brother
we're talking about somebody who lost twice.
Hey, brother
Hey,
Mark.
I
didn't think that was even possible.
Hey,
I'm just
y'all know I just
lost.
wanted to real Brother Amari, so that's why all it was.
That's
my dude, Brother Amari. Hey, but check this. Hey, you act like a little girl to me. You lost twice. Hey, you went out when I went out.
I'm just stating the fact.
So for all your victories, and it's great.
Hey, the fact that you lost twice. That's a fact.
Let me ask you
Let me finish what I said. The only player in the 2K that ain't had a bad game is Michael Jordan. and you still lost, nigga. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, Shaq ain't had a bad game yet either.
Yeah, but they ain't got Shaq out there doing what Mike doing.
Hey, Sean,
just going around people having highlight dunks a game.
I mean, let's just be clear. You got lucky that you even made it that far.
How get lucky?
Brother Mari.
You lost the very first game. You lost the very first game. It do matter.
Was that part of the rules? Was that part of the rules?
I'm not taking issue with part of the rules. I'm taking what I'm having issue with is you.
Was it part of the rules, nigga?
You up here blabbing about a team that lost to the select team that nobody considered.
Make the shit happen.
Sorry, I mean, nobody considered.
Hey, brother Mari, you a businessman, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, then. Let's put some money on it. Make it happen.
Hey, you don't want to do that.
Let's put some money on it. Make it happen.
Anything can happen in 2K.
That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a business.
Silence as you bowing down.
I'm a businessman. First and foremost, I'm a black man first.
I am too.
And next to that, I'm a religious man, and my religion don't allow me to bet. I think I already stated what my religious ideology is. So if you know anything about them, that's not allowed. We don't do bet. That's why you never heard me get into no bet on.
Okay, I apologize then, bro.
So yeah.
Hey, Sean, hold on. Let me get Sean this question. Sean,
what's up, Anton?
Fuck, we let you get Wade, Wade, Shaq, and Magic, bro. How the fuck we let that?
Hey, hold on.
Hey, no. Let me ask that question because Anton's picking motherfuckers like KD, AI.
But you right, but how the fuck we let him?
If you would have picked one of them, let me get
y'all lucky I ain't pick the team because I would know exactly what to pick.
When you the last pick, Sean?
Yeah, but Anton, it was partly my fault because I got his player.
No, Anton, when you snake order, the back of the line always ends up with the best team because
I was about to say that, man.
You get 2 of the top 15 opposed to where you got 2 of the top 30.
The first pick is overrated, and you're doing snake order.
Yeah,
because that's why I went with the big man I went. By the time I got back to me, all the big men that I wanted were gone.
Hey, brother Mark, don't remind me because I was thinking of LeBron James in reality instead of how LeBron plays.
Oh, you said who was my first pick?
First pick, Sean.
It was Magic.
Magic. Then I think Shaq is second pick.
Shaq.
You mean to tell me we let D Wade come? Hold up.
He came all the way back too. Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Because you said Dirk Nowitzki, you said KG, give me Allen Iverson. I'm gonna wreck y'all. That's what you saying.
Hey Dion. Hey, next time. Hey, bring your team next time, Dion.
Hey, all I ask next time because I still think I picked the best team.
Brother Mari, if you had size in your front court, you would have destroyed everybody, bro.
Even though we didn't win it, I didn't know.
That's why. But I was low-key thinking about the game doesn't usually highlight big men, so I didn't even concentrate on it. Particularly since I didn't get none of the big men I wanted that came back to me. I was like, Shaq and all them are gone, so I was like, I'm not gonna go pick Alonzo Mourning. Like if I would have had Alonzo Mourning, it would have made no difference. Shaq still would have dominated.
I love it while
fucking you up on them balls.
And James Harden.
Nah, but I love it. I love him, Walls. Don't get me wrong, but he can play defense, but he's too small.
Hey, Sean, I'm up here looking at
look, to me in the game,
Magic, Shaq, and Wade.
He's too
How
small.
the fuck we let that happen?
To me in the game,
next time.
Yeah. Sean,
next time I'm picking off career percentages.
Sean, he did an amazing job.
Hey, no. All you gotta do is next time everybody knows how the 2K game is played.
I know, like if we do it again, I'm picking a different thing.
I would have only made one different pick, and out of the whole shit, I would have got a 3 that was more today.
Yeah, that's where I made my mistake at. I should have
had
Klay Thompson starting with J.
And I didn't know the game was going to be played like that. I thought they was just going to play to their strengths because they didn't even.
That's not the real question. That's not the real question. The question is, I posed it to the panel.
Okay.
How the fuck did the number 2 seed play last? That's my question.
It doesn't matter.
I tell you how that happened. I tell you how that happened.
That conspiracy.
I tell you how that happened.
Competition.
I'll tell you how that happened.
What's up? Talk to me.
HC baby, home cooking.
The 8 seed home cooking.
I said HC home cooking.
Yeah.
Well, look,
absolutely.
he still got to win
Sean,
3 games,
Sean,
man.
I'm not gonna lie, Sean. If you win this, your win got an asterisk on it, bro. I'm sorry.
Asterisk,
You heard?
bro.
Your shit got an
Talk to him.
asterisk.
Talk to him.
Your shit got an
No.
asterisk.
Hey, that's
Anti-
not crazy.
Anti, talk to him, bro. Talk
Hey,
to him now.
hey, no, this gonna be an
Talk to
interesting
him.
game. It's gonna be an interesting. Who your point, Sean?
Magic.
So this game is actually gonna be decided by Garnett, Giannis, Elgin Baylor, and who you got at the 3, Sean?
James.
That's who's gonna decide this game. Because
That
James
nigga
Harden ain't getting off on Magic, and Wade ain't getting off on Mike. I don't think either.
Let me push back on Dion because Dion trying to cap right here. Hold on. Let me respond to this dude right, Dion. All right, Dion.
Wade was killing Mike.
Well, I'm about to say Wade was fucking Mike up, nigga.
I got fucked over with Wilt, man, because Wilt was one of the best defensive players of all time. He didn't do anything.
Mike was different in the fourth quarter, man.
Hey,
Mike almost brought us back. I just didn't like that. I didn't have the size to.
No, y'all ain't. I watched that shit today, bro.
And the disrespect with Ray Allen was real.
9, and then 2K started that bullshit turnover. Like
that's my point, though.
Hey, Sean, like Magic gonna dribble the ball down and throw it to the other team and shit.
Hold up, come out. Let's not act like he wasn't doing it to me too, because I still on weight. We could have brought it to like 2 or 3. Sean them steal the ball right back.
Yeah.
I had a couple of plays like that where I took the momentum over, and Sean, the ball somehow just go the other way. So I take that. I take that.
2K has the favorites. 2K will pick the team they want to win, and they'll make sure that the other opposing team, their main player, will go 1 for 15, a la James Harden.
And Russell Westbrook shot me at the gym.
But I told you James Harden wasn't gonna get off on Big O. I told you that. He rated too high defensively.
Yeah.
So
and he ain't gonna get off on Magic either, unless they running pick and rolls.
Yeah. Well, I tell you this, and again, the reason why we wanted to do this, with this simulation was because we always talk about, so and so couldn't have done this against so and so, blah blah blah. We'll never know. We'll never get to see Oscar Robertson play against Kobe. So doing this simulation in 2K, I thought was probably the best way to try to, even some of the arguments. The argument's still going to go.
All right. Yeah.
But it was like,
it was fun, though.
it's been
We'll
fun.
do it again,
I don't know.
We'll do it again.
We definitely
gonna do it again.
Yeah, the next time we do it, though, we're probably, I say the next time, the one we're going to do is where you take your franchise and you build your all-time franchise team. There's got to be when guys play actually that franchise. So like I said, like if you have the Wizards, you can't put Jordan from 91. You got to get 02 Jordan.
Well, I would like to do another draft this time. This time a straight up draft. We'll use the randomizers. Everybody who participates. Hopefully we'll get at least 16 teams, and then we can go from there. That will be the true test. That way there's no snake order. We just all line up and we all draft.
Well, no, you still got to do snake order even if you do that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. You always do snake order.
You always
do that. That's how you even it out.
Yeah. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying in the NBA draft, they don't do that. I'm saying, but for fantasy drafts, you always do snake order.
Oh, that's fantasy draft. I got you fancy, but
that's what this is.
But this is a draft. If you try and be a GM, it's just a fucking draft. So all you gotta do is randomize,
you know what, Cisco? You right.
What?
Right, Cisco.
What? I know I'm right, Bees. I know I'm right, Bees. I know I'm right. Thank you very much for proving me right again.
I can make the rules how y'all want it, whatever y'all want.
No, I'm saying. So go ahead.
Go, bro. What's up, bro?
Let's do another tournament though. We need that though. I wasn't involved in that.
I'm ready for the Madden tournament.
Yeah,
bro.
Cisco, can you show Bees the roster
for which one?
For the Madden. He wasn't here for
that. Is that Big Sal?
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, what's up, Big Sal? What's going on, bro?
I'm waiting for that Madden tournament, man.
Hey, Anti.
What's up, dude?
Is it right or wrong?
Hey, shut your ass up, B, dog. Shut your ass up, B. Shut your ass up, B. This nigga, nah. He talking about on Lamar channel last night with Renegade, bro. Your morals, man. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're fucking wrong. Take off your fucking cap, Lamont. Hey, man. Hey, that nigga was over there.
Hey, Lamont kicked him out the chat instead of business. 4 times.
Yeah, Lamont. I told Lamont he turned into Lamont TV, nigga. Kicking niggas and shit, dog.
Yeah, hey, seriously, what was Renegade talking about, Bees?
I don't know what he was talking about.
Right or wrong?
We were talking about OnlyFans first. Okay, we started talking about OnlyFans.
Let me tell the story.
And morals.
Hey, Anti said he can have 10 girls as long as they ain't porno girls. But them girls can't be on OnlyFans. They don't have no morals.
No, if you're gonna say my story, say it right, nigga.
All right, that's something to that effect. Say it. Go ahead.
All right, when we were talking about it, Lamont bought like he said, "Don't you sleep with multiple women?" I'm like, yeah, but I'm not fucking them on my OnlyFans. I'm like, and they not porn stars. I'm like, every female I deal with, I'm pretty sure they not doing OnlyFans. That's what I said. So he was like, the argument was, Lamont was like, who are y'all to say who was moral and what's immoral? I'm like, bro, if you have an OnlyFans and you a female and you busting your puss open for OnlyFans, basically you an amateur porn star. I'm like, bro, ain't no morals in that. And he was like, tell a girl who just got $1 million and an hour with it. I'm like, I'll tell her that too. Just because you got money off it don't mean nothing. It's still immoral. And it just took a life of its own from there, bro. Everybody started.
Who brought this up, Lamont?
Nah, it was drug into another conversation we was having.
We were talking about
the Paul Pierce shit.
Oh,
yeah. About
Can
the
you
Paul
see that,
Pierce
Beast?
shit.
All right, Big Sal, where you at? He got Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins.
That's what this just the defense. It's not the offense, just the defense. It's just the defense.
Bobby Wagner, Jimmy
ready,
Johnson,
boy.
Randy White, Merlin Olsen, Ricky Jackson, Alan Jones.
The Scorpio is ready.
Okay.
Look at my defense.
All right. Sean Taylor, middle linebacker. What you running, like a 3-3-5?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Who your defensive tackles?
Chris Jones. I got Bill Romanowski and I got Cameron Jordan.
That Romanowski one, I don't know about that one, brother.
Bees, take a look at my roster.
I see what you're trying to do, Anti. Anti ain't gonna let y'all run no screenplays.
Not shit.
He gonna be able to cover all your running backs.
Thank you.
You gotta run the ball straight at him though.
Yeah, you gotta run them over.
Run that bitch straight at me. I got hitters in the middle.
No, because you do, but you dealing with all-time great linemen.
Bees, take a look at my roster.
Lee, Deion Sanders, Rob Woodson, Derek Thomas, Keith Lee, Dwight Freeney, Robert Mathis, Brian Young. You're gonna be putting some heat on some motherfuckers.
Nah, his safeties ain't shit.
I say his safeties ain't shit.
First of all,
Darren Woodson.
Two of the safeties that I have. First of all, two of the safeties I have are both Hall of Famers, so I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Everyone got Hall of Famers on.
I'm about to say that because you're in the Hall of Fame don't really mean you did.
Darren Woodson not in the Hall of Fame.
Well, but he's going.
Darren Woodson not in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's going to one day.
Where you got? Where's your team, John? Because he was a Cowboy. You got Joe Green, Warren Sapp, Mike. Oh, I like that.
And wait a second, not everybody on this list is a Hall of Famer.
Donnie Shell, Jack Ham, J Mac.
Okay, then that's my point.
And Ramsey.
But just because you got Hall of Famers don't mean you're gonna win.
Is that Tyrann Mathieu there?
Yeah, but
yeah.
J Mac. Okay. Alan Page, too tall.
He too small. Hey, we gonna mulch his little ass.
Yeah.
And Cisco got Night Train.
I never necessarily said that though.
Devontae Adams gonna get that nigga fit.
Just because you have other Hall of Famers doesn't mean that your team's gonna win. That's not
true.
my point.
I'm going by my playbook.
That's not my point.
Who was my safeties? I got Darren James. Who was the other one?
But my safeties aren't trash.
No one called my safeties. Nobody.
The thing with this is
McCourtney, yeah.
As you go through these teams, they all good, but
they all gonna be good.
They got good players. The question is how they match and what the playbooks that you picked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My team is 49ers.
You got the 49ers, J Mac?
No, I picked New Orleans offense.
What you running with that?
OJ Simpson is my running back.
No. I mean for defense.
No. Hold on, talking about you. OJ Simpson, my running back.
Oh, right. Really?
Yeah.
What
He was my first pick, I believe.
No, he wasn't your first pick, brother Omari, because you had the first pick in.
What kind of what?
Who's my first pick then?
I'm running the default.
I know who it was. Joe Montana.
Cisco,
OJ Simpson was my second pick.
Cisco, do you have a list of the offense?
Huh?
Do you have a list of the offense?
Say what?
Do you have a list?
I know one thing. I think I got the hardest hitting defense, though. I don't think nobody gonna hit harder than my defense.
Hey, Cisco, do you have the list of the offense?
I have to find it.
I know I got Patrick Mahomes. I got Marvin Harrison, Devontae Adams, Henry Ruggs to take the top off.
You have Nelson. Ansel, you have Nelson.
Honestly, I'm only worried about that one team. That one team, I think it's Lee team that got Breeze, Calvin Johnson.
No,
I ain't worrying about Breeze. Breeze did some shit on Madden, dog.
What pick was Mahomes?
That was his first pick.
No, and Big Sal, I don't have Drew Brees. I have Tom Brady.
Hey,
who got Breeze and Calvin Johnson?
Hey,
I forget.
What was the last quarterback taken?
Kevin Breeze.
It was Lamar Jackson by Cap Def.
Yeah.
Cap Def. Hell no.
First
round. Second. He drafted second.
No. He took him last. That was his last pick.
Oh, that was trash. He had time to think about it. That's trash.
Yeah.
His receiving core is crazy, but he got nobody to throw the ball to.
Right, exactly. Which is why I keep telling him if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound.
Yeah, make a sound.
No, it don't.
You can't hear it.
That's not a sound.
I got Raheem Mostert, that motherfucking running back.
You do?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
what? You picked Raheem Mostert in the all-time history draft?
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yes.
Hey, but
you must have been sold off of that NFC Championship game.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised the guys who were left on the board. Like
I was
Marcus
about to say
Allen.
one too many niggas left, dog.
I mean, Marcus Allen
looking for
was
Bruce Smith on defense.
On the board, wasn't picked.
I ain't want Marcus Allen.
None of y'all drafted Bruce Smith either.
Tony Dorsett was on the board.
No, Bruce Smith got drafted.
I'm surprised.
Bruce Smith got drafted.
Tony Dorsett didn't get drafted.
I'm still mad at.
I don't think Emmitt Smith got drafted.
Emmitt Smith didn't get drafted.
Emmitt Smith didn't get drafted.
I'm still mad at old dude who stole Derrick Brooks from me. I still can't let that go.
Stole it from me.
Yeah, let's not talk about him. Actually, was it J-Mac? He had Derrick Brooks' jersey on. Bro. Bro. J-Mac had jersey on. Yeah, he specifically told me, y'all better not draft him. I said, okay, I won't do it.
Yeah.
He didn't even draft him.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance, man.
Oh, you had a chance. You just forgot about it.
No, I didn't forget. I was waiting.
And I should have took him after you took Patrick Willis from me, bro.
Yeah, I should have took him. Right then.
All right, I got that.
Yeah, Patrick Willis
went
high, didn't he?
Tony Dorsett.
Patrick Willis went high, didn't he?
He went first.
Yeah, I picked
him first. He was a first.
Man, let me tell you, all these non-49er fans are fucking drafting 49ers first round. Ronnie Lott, motherfucking
Patrick Willis, fucking animal.
Joe Montana. Man, I tell you what, disrespect.
No, but this is going to good thing.
You think Joe Montana gonna go all the way down to number 15?
Maybe.
I'm just saying I'm just saying I just find it very difficult as a 49ers fan that everybody else is picking my team.
No, we ain't picking your team. We picking your talent.
Y'all had great
players. Y'all had great players.
I mean, Cisco, you can't deny y'all had great players.
I'm not denying that.
I mean, shit.
Hey, whoever drafted Jerry Rice, you bastard. I'm just leave it at that.
Jesus,
I think that was true.
Bastard.
Yeah.
Hey, Miami beat the Lakers by 8 tomorrow.
I'm gonna say by 5.
5. Okay.
I'm gonna say they lose.
Yeah,
that's it.
They might lose.
Yeah, no, they don't. No, we're not losing to the Lakers. We're not doing that.
Hey, who got
We're not doing
drafted
that.
first?
We ain't doing that. They done it.
We're not
Who
doing
got
that.
drafted
We
first?
just beat him
Peyton
earlier this
Manning.
year with LeBron. We're not doing that.
They
Hey,
said
Sean, they let y'all
Andre
win.
Drummond gonna be scrapping up that game.
Sean, they let y'all win.
Okay, let us win.
And I heard there was a report that came out today. Anthony Davis supposed to come back after the road trip, and LeBron supposed to come back at the end of April.
That's what's
Like,
up.
Yeah,
I'm like LeBron. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
possible.
I gotta
I
think,
didn't.
man. It's only what,
expect
20
LeBron
games
to miss.
left?
But yeah, I didn't expect LeBron James to miss no damn 8 weeks, bro.
Why not?
That's damn 8 weeks.
He had a high ankle sprain, bro.
Yeah, they said 4 to 6 weeks at minimum.
He's human.
4 to 6 weeks at
8
minimum.
though. That's 8.
Hey, that's a football injury.
He's human.
Yeah.
That's a very tough injury, man. And it's just
Football injury,
unfortunate.
bro.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he
They
fell
probably
on him,
did
man.
put an
that shit
extra
hurt.
week on that. They make sure you're right.
Yeah. Hey, salute to Dion for jumping in. What's up, Dion?
Hey, what's good, everybody?
Ain't that good, man?
what's
You got
going
my
on, bro?
player, man. You got
Who,
my
me?
player.
Nah, Derek Brooks.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, I'm gonna put some money on what you just said. 5 points.
Yeah, 5 points. Yeah. Yeah,
right.
5 points.
Bet.
Hey, Bees, I heard you up there getting zested with that girl in the chat last night too, nigga.
What you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, nigga.
You don't know. Hey, she
1P Rose. Yeah, 1P Rose. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, she
Yeah.
said she used to do a thing. I just wanted to see if it was true.
I want to see if it's true. Shit. Hand me some keys, bitch.
She said she had a trucking business. Hey, I like nice things.
Bro.
Don't you like nice things?
Of course.
Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know if she lying or not, but I ain't gonna say she lying.
Oh man. Hey, Phoenix is in a battle with Utah tonight.
It's a good game right now, bro. I'm watching. And nigga stand on business said he ain't watching ESPN no more.
Oh, because
because of what happened to Paul Pierce, yeah.
But no, that's what I told you. She said the same thing. Once that Deshaun Jackson shit happened, with these IG shit, you can't have that dude on your set when you running Deshaun Jackson stories.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson stories.
Yeah.
I haven't watched ESPN. I haven't watched ESPN since I was in middle school. That was a long time ago.
You got cable?
Man.
Do you have cable?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, okay.
I don't watch TV in general, so.
Oh, okay.
Smart man.
Okay. I mean, you watch Netflix? That's TV, right?
No, I don't watch Netflix anymore either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you done boycotted everything. What's going on? What happened?
Yeah, I canceled all that trash. Look, I'm not rocking with Hollywood. A lot of weird stuff is going on. I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah,
but I'm
I
not.
definitely want to get into that. What you talking
Hey,
about?
Are you cute?
What?
Huh?
What? Yeah, what?
Are you Q? Are you a QAnon?
A QAnon? Oh, okay. No. Hey, listen. We're not. Like I said, I'm not gonna start.
Word next time.
That's what the word. It's the letter. I can't control that.
Oh, okay.
You say Q. Okay. No, Cisco. I'm not QAnon. Look, I don't want to start talking about conspiracy theories.
I want to hear these conspiracy theories.
Nah, let's not talk about that.
Look them up.
What me watching TV? What's going on in the world? Like maybe I done missed something.
Anytime you're not missing anything, trust me.
I'm about to say what's going on.
Hey, you can ask Renegade. Maybe Renegade can tell you.
Oh Lord,
no.
Oh hell no.
Oh God, no.
You went for a whole treat. That's the case.
That's Deacon Gabe right there. That's what I call him. You heard me?
Hey, brother Cliff said Paul Pierce had those leftover strippers from the Players Club.
Crazy.
Hey, they had to go somewhere after they blew the building up.
Hey, Khalil, join the panel one day.
If anybody here who don't want to get murdered,
now Khalil comes to the panel all the time. Yeah, come on, man.
Get the fuck
That's Khalil.
out.
Oh wait, that's
coming in here with that goat mask on with Khalil. Yeah,
that's Khalil. Yeah,
I didn't know. I thought those two. I thought
yeah.
those were.
No. Nobody has his LeBron goat emoji up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought those were two different people.
Yeah,
no. You got to see that nigga. You got to see that nigga car, bro. What he got on the back of his car?
Yeah. It's crazy.
He got LeBron from what?
Oh wait, that was him.
I didn't know that's Khalil.
That's Khalil.
I did not know that.
Oh, that's what's on Khalil car?
Yeah, he got LeBron James, like what, all 3 years that he won a championship?
Yeah.
What he averaged and all that? Yeah, he got all that on the back of his own windshield.
He live in Cleveland, don't he?
Yeah, he live in Cleveland.
Yeah, because anywhere else, that shit gonna get scratched and kicked.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, that man gets scratched in Cleveland too, bro. The way the motherfuckers are.
Nah, he gave him a chip.
Before 2016, but after 2016, it's all.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't burn his jersey this time he left.
They knew what it was. They knew what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, he was like, he got a championship, now he can leave.
Right, yeah. You know.
Ain't that a bit?
Yeah, man.
Took a 5 tries.
LeBron came back and took the ugly girls back to the prom.
That's right. He came back. He went down to Beyonce, and he came back to Precious.
Hey, KD did look good tonight.
Yeah, he did.
Well, hey, KD gonna look good.
He had a 3-month vacation.
Hey, the one thing he do is score the ball.
Yeah.
So that's what he do.
Yeah.
He don't do much other than that, but that's what he do.
Yeah.
Kyrie put a move on somebody tonight. I need to look at it in slow motion.
Yeah.
Just to make sure it was legal. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. Hey, Khalil, you coming in the panel tonight, man?
I know.
So what you saying, J Mac? They gonna win?
No, I'm just saying they look good right now. I don't know if they'll. To be honest with you, B, if they do lose, it's gonna be in the playoffs. Right now, I don't see nobody beating them right now. I have to just see it. I don't think they're gonna win the chip because I had them going out in the second round before the season started.
So right now, I honestly don't have Philly beating them no more.
They look good, man.
I think the Aldridge pickup. Now they was playing the Pelicans without Brandon Ingram and some other people, so they gonna look good. But I don't think Philly got enough firepower once they got Aldridge. The only team in the East that can beat them at this point, and I don't know if they got the firepower, is Miami.
Don't count the Bucks.
I just don't see the Bucks being able to score enough.
Budenholzer is not a good coach.
Hold on.
He's not a good coach. To me,
Budenholzer needs to go.
That's true. Yeah. But that's the one series out of top 4 that match up great with the Nets. Bucks match up great with the Nets because they got no one to stop Giannis.
Yeah, but you ain't. Giannis don't have that offensive of a game, so it's as long as it's an up and down game, it favors Giannis. But if they slow the game down, it don't favor Giannis.
Exactly. The Nets gonna try to make it fast paced as possible in the playoffs.
Not against them, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, they're not. They ain't dumb.
No, I'm saying if they slow the game down, that's going to only favor the Bucks because Bucks have better defense.
No, it won't.
Yeah,
that's going to be a good ass series they meet though.
To beat the Bucks, you have to get back on transition defense.
Have to.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is you're not going to go into the playoffs with a 7-second or less shot against the Bucks because now you're giving Giannis life. You know he don't have a jump shot. You know he don't have no post game. You don't need that game to be fast.
Have you seen D'Antoni coach in the playoffs? He still tried that same old
shit. D'Antoni ain't the coach. Steve Nash is the coach.
Man, let's
he right in his ear.
Let's be honest.
He right in his ear.
Let's be honest.
All right. Hey, I tell you what, I'm in a betting mood tonight.
You seem a little sauced up there, Bees.
Yeah, no, I ain't got no sauce in me. I'm 4-0 today.
Say what?
4-0 today, so I'm rolling.
Hey, Bees, while I got you in, I want to get your thoughts, man. We haven't talked no baseball. What you think about how these fans just now coming back to the stadiums are reacting to Houston when they come visit?
Reacting to Houston?
Yeah,
Oh,
for cheating.
I actually hadn't watched any, so that cheating stuff done been coming up.
Oh yeah, they had fans throwing trash cans on the stadium on the field when they were
watch that. Let me see.
Yeah.
Man, what happened?
So
So you remember now Houston, you remember the Astros, brother Amari back in. So you remember the Astros, part of the cheating scandal was they would drum on trash cans to tell the hitters what the pitcher was throwing. So fans have been throwing like trash cans and like inflatable trash cans and stuff on the field when the Astros have been up at bat so far.
Yeah. Just childish behavior.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I mean, they deserve. I mean, when you get caught cheating, you deserve whatever the repercussions of that comes with it. You know, because at the end of the day, you can't take the championships away. So you just got to come. Just as part of the course.
No, but they should.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to agree or disagree with but they not.
Said it's a piece of metal.
What'd you say?
No, I said, but according to the commissioner, it's only a trophy, so it don't matter.
Yeah, that's what he say, but
that's what he said.
It should be no champion that season.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he is kind of right, though.
No, he is right. He's absolutely right, but
but you shouldn't say that.
Yeah, but why not have no winner that year?
Yeah, I know this is old news, but how did the Astros cheat?
A couple of ways.
Well, the main way was they were able to, because they had a monitor in the dugout. So when a monitor in the dugout that showed them the pitching angle as he was throwing to the catcher. So they were able to steal signs. They were able to warn, beating Daniel Morris code. You want to be honest about it, and fucking and do more and beat on the trash can.
So you knew what was coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Because baseball, hitting a baseball is about you have to pick it up first.
Yep.
So if you can't recognize, if you know what's coming, your percentages go way up. Of getting a
That's
hit.
why it was so hard to see Randy Johnson's pitch because he was so tall, and by the time he released it, it felt like he was like right on top of you, or it looked like that at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that shit is just the hardest sport. I mean, you got guys 6'. What Randy Johnson was 6'7"?
He was 6'10".
6'10" with a strong ass arm, and by the time he releases the ball, it's at the mitt.
Yeah, he
not 6'10", but left-handed. 6'10".
Left-handed, 7 feet wingspan, damn near probably.
God damn.
So he had 64 feet when he started. He probably letting the ball go at like 54, 55, 52 feet. So your 0.4 seconds just got shrunk down even further.
And he's throwing triple digits.
Yeah, AB, you remember early in his career when he had no control? He'd be throwing that ball.
Scared as hell of him, man. They were scared.
Hey, that's the same thing with your boy Chapman from the Yankees, bro. But the players actually said they didn't mind him having tar because it gave him more control.
That Crook wasn't even. He didn't even want to. He just went up there and stood. He didn't care if he was struck out. He didn't want no part of it.
Yeah,
he was hitting people. Hey, remember he killed that bird? Wasn't it Randy Johnson?
Randy Johnson killed the bird.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure I think that may have been a slider too.
Yeah, I don't think that was a fastball. I think it was a slider.
Wow.
Yeah, I just saw a video on some pitchers throwing sliders. It's amazing how they can curve that ball, man.
Man, they're talking about they need to move the mound back like six inches because they feel like the pitches are lower it because they're talking about the pitches now are all starting to look the same because of how these guys are throwing the ball now.
Yeah. Lower it and take a little bit of the leverage away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's starting to make people look overpaid.
What do you mean overpaid? I don't know. I ain't following you.
If all the pitches looking the same.
No, but the results are what you're paying for because you can't. The ace pitcher, I think I said before, and I think Bees may agree with me. The ace pitcher on a baseball team is the number one factor in the team sport.
Yes.
He controls the tempo of the game. Everything starts with him.
Yep.
And in the game playoff series, you're probably going to get 3 starts out of him.
And if you got two of them, you can beat a better team.
Exactly.
And you think Tampa could have won if they ain't take out Blake Snell?
No. Because the problem is, Sean Pax, is that this is where the game has been going the last few years, where again they make decisions based on analytics more than they do on the feel and the pace of the game. So the analytics said take him out. If you keep him in, that's what you've been doing with him all year. They would probably bottom out for him anyway.
And with that same trend, it's almost logical that it's rare to see a perfect game, but you won't even really see. I feel like that's going to be cut short just to save the arm, or just to say, like you said, to provide the analytics.
Yeah, Nolan Ryan's record of 7 no-hitters is never being touched.
Yeah, I don't think so.
In today's game, it's done.
What's the closest after?
I have to look it up.
I think Verlander in the modern era might be the closest, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Verlander might have 7, bro.
I don't think he 7.
6.
But let
5
me
or
see.
6.
Hold on, let's see.
What's faster, Google or DuckDuckGo?
I have no idea.
DuckDuckGo is pretty fast sometimes.
It's just the topics be weak, man. Like they don't have more topics. DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
Kershaw got that monkey off his back with that World Series. Because they were trying to say he was the biggest choker in all the sports.
Verlander has 5.
Okay. Yeah. How many? He's the second. He's in second place.
Yeah, I think Nolan Ryan has the most with 7.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it should be an easy stat to find.
Well, let's see. See if I can find it. Thank God for Wikipedia. Let's see.
Well, that's scary.
I know, right?
So holds the record. So the pitcher holds the record is Johnny Vandermeer. Shortest time between no-hitters. Excuse me. Sam Jones did it first black pitcher.
Phoenix is really putting a number on Utah.
I don't believe Utah, man. I don't believe in them, bro.
Nah, wait. I heard a stat today that they have made some kind of astronomical amount of 3-pointers, more than any team in the history of the game this far in the season. Yeah, Utah.
More than the Rockets 2 years ago?
Oh, they more.
They're on pace. They're on pace.
A
better pace than the Rockets were, but they're not going to make more than the Rockets because obviously it's a shortened season.
That's
ain't
crazy.
Shooting the most in the league either.
No, they shoot the second best percentage in the league. The Clippers had the first best percentage.
Do they have the most attempts?
I believe they do, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they had the most attempts.
Yeah, so the Nolan Ryan still holds
second in percentage. That's impressive, man.
That is impressive.
Posted 2019. So the most no-hitters by any individual is 7 by Nolan Ryan. 6 pitchers who have thrown more than 2. Sandy Koufax with 4. Bob Feller with 3. Cy Young 3. Verlander with 3.
You said Verlander has 3? I thought you said 5.
I thought I said 5 too. That was a different thing.
It's a different thing? Okay. Well,
that's a question for the panel, for those of us that know baseball. What team possibly had the greatest pitching rotation there was? And let's keep it within, I guess, the 80s and 90s and today.
As for me, it's the Braves in the 90s with Smoltz Glavine and Smoltz Glavine and Greg Maddux.
Maddux, yep.
Although the Phillies had Roy Halladay, Cliff Lee, Roy Oswalt, and who was their fourth pitcher? They had a murderous row of pitchers.
Mets had some too, bro.
You said who?
The Mets in recent years.
In recent years,
that's the only thing they had. They had no bats to go along with it though.
Yeah. Salute Touche. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, my Braves. Yeah, they had great pitching, but they ass just could not get it done. One time. One chip. And I celebrated it like it was just the best thing ever. But a lot of letdowns, man. A lot of letdowns. Baseball lets you down, bro.
Hey,
now that's where 3-1 leads are never safe.
No.
That Philly team shine was Roy Halladay, Cliff Lee, Cole Hamels, Roy Oswalt, and Vance Worley. Considered, I guess, 7th all time.
Yeah, that thing was serious.
That Mets was serious. Dwight Gooden, Ron Darling, David Cone, Sid Fernandez, and Bob Ojeda.
And y'all remember, one of my favorite players ever was Darryl Strawberry, man. That was my boy, man. I know he had a lot going on, but love to see him take the mound. I mean, take the field, man. He's just a great player.
Yeah. Yeah. Seemed like it's dying down a little bit.
I think it died.
Yeah, anybody got a top 5?
If not, good night.
I don't have a top 5 tonight.
I'll holler at y'all later, man. I'm about to go lay down. I ain't feeling too well. Salute to y'all.
All right, man. What we got going on Friday, Sean? When we have a draft?
Yeah, we're doing. We got the mock first round draft. We're just gonna do a mock draft of the first round NFL draft. I'm probably doing that the next couple Fridays. So if you're in the panel in the chat, we're gonna be debating the picks. Obviously, we know who the number 1 pick is. That's no debate. But man, probably the first 2 picks we're not gonna debate. But it's gonna get interesting in number 3. So
who are going to be the first 2 picks? Barry Bonds and Jackie Robinson.
Well, no. We're talking about for the NFL draft.
NFL.
Yeah, NFL draft. Yeah.
Oh, that. I thought you guys were doing baseball.
No. We're doing the NFL. We're doing mock draft for the NFL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, because if you guys were gonna do baseball, I was gonna sit this one out because I barely watch a lick of baseball, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Now we got some baseball guys in, Bees, Ray DeRozzo. We got some baseball guys in here. Khalil, I know.
Yo, how frequent do y'all talk about the MMA?
As often as somebody brings it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
We definitely like talking about MMA.
As a fan, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good month. It's a good month to watch. If you're not a fan, it's a good month to get on.
Yeah, 261 is gonna be fucking loaded, or is it 262?
Listen, the plans I got for that card is ridiculous, man.
The plans
isn't Demetrius Johnson fight tonight?
Yeah, he's fighting Friday. Friday
night. Okay.
Yeah. The best technical fighter ever.
You think they're gonna make that Ngannou Jones happen?
Yeah, eventually.
You say the best technical fighter ever?
Absolutely. I'll tell you exactly how it is. So John Jones has the best resume. Khabib is the greatest of all time, and Demetrius Johnson is the best of all time, meaning technique for technique. He has no weakness.
But Khabib don't move weight like that, though. That's a knock on him, though.
That's not. Hold on. The reason why it's not a knock on him, because people forget, like, before he even got a title shot, he won 15 in a row before he even got considered a title shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's one of those. He didn't really defend his championship either, did he?
No, he defended 3 times. But
compared to Demetrius Johnson, compared to even Aldo, compared to even John Jones,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm telling you. In MMA, especially at that high level, it's not really depend on how good you are to get the title. It's really depend on opportunity.
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm trying to tell you. Because a lot of people notice John Jones got his first title shot as a fill-in. Rashad Evans supposed to fight Shogun.
Tracking on. I got you though.
So,
but what I'm saying though, as far as he made it to the mountaintop. I'm talking about Khabib. I'm not saying I'm not taking away anything from his greatness. What I'm just saying is that he doesn't really spend that much time defending his title, a la John Jones, even what's his name? The welterweight. Oh fuck me.
GSP.
No, I'm talking about GSP. John St. Pierre, right?
Yeah, and I'm trying to explain to you.
Retired a while ago.
The reason why, because back in the day, all you need to do to get a title shot was to win 3 or 4 fights in a row. Today, you have to at least get 5 just to be considered. You know what I mean? So like,
I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm just saying is that Khabib just didn't defend his title as much. He didn't take that many. We defended his title what? Twice? 3 times? 3 times? How many times John Jones done it? How many times has St. Pierre done it?
No, that's because that's only I'm explaining more context. So like John Jones, literally, that was his 3rd UFC fight title shot. GSP was his 3rd title.
I got you. He won 15 fights. All right, I see what you're saying there. If you're saying that perhaps exacerbated him as far as made him, I guess, because he made him older or whatever. Okay, but 3, 5, or 15. If you're fighting trash, fighting trash. I don't remember seeing Khabib in 15 UFC fights. But
no, it's not UFC fights. But however, that is because his division is considered the most competitive and deepest division. Period.
At that time.
No, period.
At that time.
Yeah.
Not now. You got to say. You got to say what the way.
I can argue now.
Oh yeah, you can. You're right. But I'm just saying, he got there. He finally fought some top 10 guys, which is what you need, right? You need to fight at least 3 or 4 top 10 guys.
Yeah, at least gotta be elite guys. Yeah.
Right. And then all I'm saying is that he just didn't stay there, and so therefore I hold John Jones over him. I hold Demetrius Johnson because he had a super long reign.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I wouldn't call him the GOAT, but he's definitely a GOAT. He's definitely on the Mount Rushmore.
Can I give you had a long reign?
Absolutely. Can I give you the biggest reason why I believe the Khabib's the GOAT though?
Absolutely. All
right. So out of 29 fights, right? Mm-hmm. He arguably lost 3 rounds.
Yep.
He never got dropped, never got cut, and he maybe got hurt once, maybe.
Okay.
John got 2 questionable wins, a bunch of accusations. GSP got knocked out twice. He got finished twice. Yep. So did Anderson. So did and DJ lost, but his loss was arguable. You know what I mean? So that's why I put Khabib over. It's the fact that in this sport, in MMA, we have so many ways to win. Khabib managed to not only dominate, but also he got hurt the least.
Right. So I got you, and I would say he probably has him, GSP, and Demetrius Johnson, the other great ones. Even what's his name? I forgot his name. Not the bantamweight or featherweight. Henry Cejudo. Henry.
Oh, Henry Cejudo now?
Yeah, Henry Cejudo. Yes, as far as we can debate work ethic for John Jones, but like I said, when you start comparing GOATs, okay, you start comparing records, you start comparing championships, you start comparing. And then you guys start looking at that resume.
Yeah,
he literally so Khabib didn't beat everybody. Like I said, to me, John Jones fought more quality opponents.
Absolutely,
and he a higher weight division, dog. So it's more of a chance he get rocked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, he had the fortune to be in the most prime era of light heavyweights. You know what I mean? Like, he has that fortune. Even more so, he had the fortune. He was very fortunate to get a title shot. He didn't earn his title shot the first time. He was very fortunate to fill in that role. You know what I mean? Khabib was literally it's more so the fact that those things. He fought in the toughest division, didn't get hurt, never got cut, and most importantly, John Jones, he lost his fight to Reyes. His last fight at
I was finna ask you about that too.
He lost that.
Yeah, I'll call it down the middle.
But that was his 13th defensive fight? Does he have the most defense titles or title defenses? Yeah, I think he's up there, right? He's top something. I'll look it up.
No, he's first. He's first in title like fights.
Man, that means you're bored, bro. You are fucking bored.
Is Reyes fighting anytime soon? Is Reyes fighting anytime soon?
No, he just got knocked out. So in his last fight, Bohovic, like whenever you get knocked out, the commission automatically sits you for at least 6 weeks. So not only that, but also he received a few I think he received a cracked rib and also
his nose got broke.
And his nose got broke, yeah. So
and
like
it's only 6 weeks in MMA because boxing they do 9 months. You got to stay out the ring if you get knocked out.
You get knocked out, yeah. But the reason why it's only 6 weeks in MMA because like I said, it's multiple options for you to lose. So like you can even lose and it had nothing to do with you. Like if the doctor stopped the fight, you lost. It counts as an L on your record. You know,
that's every combat sport though, right?
Nah, not at all. Not every. It doesn't happen that often. It doesn't. No, I'm saying it doesn't happen that often in boxing. Like
I agree, but it doesn't happen that often in MMA.
No, it does. It does.
Do the doctor stops the fight?
Yeah, like if you have
can you give me 5 instances?
Oh, cool. I give you fight Diaz versus Masvidal. Then you got Curtis Blades versus Ngannou first.
Say what?
The first fight with Curtis Blades versus Ngannou. Doctor stopped the fight then. Then you got Carlos Condit versus Woodley. Doctor stopped the fight then.
Whoa. Who versus Woodley?
Condit versus Woodley.
Condit versus Woodley.
Carlos Condit. So basically, Woodley low kicked him, but then Carlos landed on it weird, but he couldn't get up right, so the doctor stopped the fight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's been way more doctor stoppages in boxing just because of the lineage of boxing.
Yeah. I was speaking more proportion because you can't really compare lineage because boxing been mainstream way longer.
Okay, I agree, but.
Yeah, UFC been around since like what 2000.
No, late 90s,
80s, bro.
Late 90s,
late 90s, yeah, 90s. You just couldn't watch it unless you had like, that shit fucking great. So UFC, it didn't matter what weight class.
So the company UFC been around since the late 90s. MMA been around since ever. Be honest with you, like.
This is since the dawn of man.
Who?
Boxing's been around since the dawn of man.
Oh, that's true.
Motherfuckers always been fighting, right?
Yeah.
Man,
they doing it, black market too. I mean, you still have the circus where people get together and bet on fights and backyards and all kind of shit.
Hey, Big Side, you got some competition. Touche saying not true. I don't know if he's talking to me or
not true about what.
Maybe.
It seemed like in UFC you get the bigger fights more often, dog. Like,
absolutely.
Oh yeah. Especially they haven't stopped this whole pandemic. Like people were saying how the major sports are now bringing back the crowds back. UFC been did that.
No, they ain't bring the crowds back until this.
No. They didn't bring the crowds back in the States till the next one. They've been had crowds in other countries.
I wouldn't call them crowds. And
they had
boxing had crowds too. San Antonio, when Canelo visited San Antonio, there was a crowd there. I know somebody that went to the fight.
Well, how many people?
More than fucking MMA.
Not the last card of MMA, they had 3,000 people there.
Okay. We're talking semantics though, right? We're talking semantics.
Yeah.
I got you. But yeah, it's just this next one in Jacksonville is gonna be fucking jam packed. Speaking of jam packed,
it got sold out in minutes.
Boxing working people back into the crowds now. I think Canelo finna have a decent amount of people his next fight.
Canelo's gonna sell the fuck out, bro.
He already sold a shitload of tickets. Like on the first day they were selling tickets.
Yeah, bro.
He sold like 20,000 tickets, like an hour or something like that. You gotta look that junk up. Like Canelo, he be selling
in an hour. That's it.
Something like that. I don't really remember. It was fast as hell. I remember.
But we'll see. You got 2 fights coming up. J-Man, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Que Ponso, mi amigo. We're not as young as these guys are. And we're definitely not as old as these.
Speak for yourself. I'm getting younger by the second.
I'm not. I'm getting older and fucking more bold.
Well, I'll tell you what is up, man. We got championship game coming up between True and Sean for our first simulation, our all-time NBA 2K simulation. It was a lot of fun. The next time we'll do things much better. Plus, we'll have more teams. We'll make it more interesting.
Absolutely.
Change the coaches, man.
Yeah, the playbook does matter. Absolutely. You're 100% correct. And I said that since day one.
It's more so the coaches. I noticed a few games I have been watching. The coaches control the rotations. So like if you have a guy hot and the coaches take him out, then that's your ass.
Yep.
And it's based on the 8-minute quarter too, right? It has to be based on the 8-minute quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what fucks with the rotation because everything is simmed on 12 minutes, right? So I don't know if we can sit, but sim, it should be nothing more than like an hour per game. That's a long time to watch, though. I got you. Well, J Mac, you got anything else, man?
Nah, man. Appreciate everybody who came out tonight. We had a good discussion early on. The whole stream was fun, man. But just be safe out there, everybody, man. And stick to your own guns, man. Be yourself, bro. That's all I say.
Absolutely, mate. My name is Cisco. That's J Mac and of course Sean. We are U3 Sports. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll go ahead and wrap it up right now. Appreciate all of our guests, especially Bees, Big Sal, Sean Pack, and everybody else that joined the panel. Of course, Lee and Anti and CA3 Sports, SB. All right, we're out. See y'all later.
All right, peace.
All right, peace, y'all.
What's up, man?